finally alive. Where's the music? Hello, everyone. I did it. I slayed all the tech goblins. They tried to keep me down, but they weren't able to. Hi, I'm Josh, the Dirty G-Man. These are my fellow storytellers. We finally made it. We're here. We're ready to go. No tech issues. It was a huge thing that happened. It's one thing after another. My boom arm broke. The internet had issues. My computer just shut down. I realized that I accidentally tapped the off button on my power board, so I shut down my whole system. It was a whole thing, but here we are. Hi. I am going to let my beautiful peeps here introduce themselves, and we're going to get straight into D&D tonight. One thing I will say is that we don't have any intro video tonight. The Strahd special Halloween intro has more than expired now. I've been trying to eke it out until we get the new video, but we are still waiting for it. I mean, I could play it if you guys really wanted to, but
you've been trying to eke it out.
Yeah, I'm clever like that.
You have.
Let's start with Zach. I'm gonna fix up the frame there as well. There we go.
Okay. Hello, I'm Zach, aka Renegade Chicken, and if you want, you should come check me out on Twitch. I have been starting to finally get back into streaming a little bit. I mostly make D&D homebrew for 5th edition on there. Over the last couple of streams, I finally finished making my most recent one. I finished my College of the Weave Bard, which you can find in the homebrewery channel of our Discord. It's like a kind of battle master, but it's a bard. And they get like magical maneuvers instead of weapon-based ones. It's pretty cool, I think. But yes, so if you want to give it a look, come on over to my channel and drop me a follow. I really appreciate it.
Do it.
Oh, yeah. Right, and also I play Alston. Really important.
If you subscribe to Zach's channel, you get these emotes. Bad head.
Yeah, they are very nice emotes, but also feel no pressure to subscribe to me.
Unless you want the chickens.
All right. Next up, we have Arrow.
Hi, my name's James. I play Arrow, who once was a blue Dragonborn, but now is a platinum Dragonborn, thanks to Bahamut and a divine intervention, because he got flattened by 3 hags. I also do some drawing, so I was working on a piece for my original character Caliber, but now I am trying to do a new Arrow, because I have decided that he will no longer wear armor for the rest of his campaign.
So it worked so well.
Which without armor would be long.
Just out of curiosity, how did you go finding reference pictures? Did you look up naked Dragonborn? Because I think if you haven't done that,
it's gonna be like a cloak. I'm not doing that.
No, see, we were debating on like the name of this character. Zach suggested we go down the Mario place and say Dry Arrow. I said we need to bite the bullet and just call him Naked Arrow. And I think mine's valid.
Yeah.
Naked Arrow is cool, but I'm biased because Naked Snake is my favorite of the of all the snakes. From Metal Gear Solid, so at me, because Big Boss is the best.
Don't at me.
No, I'll argue all day. Big Boss is the better of all the snakes.
You know what? You're
way better than Solid Snake.
The DM would say that.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. Achille, where can we find you? And who are you playing tonight?
Well, I'm a figment of your imagination, so just look inside yourself, and I'll be there.
Oh God.
Just whether you want him or not, of course. Just to clarify.
Yeah. Jeez, I've lost my train of thought now.
Good.
What are we doing? I'm Barkus. I play Barkus. I'm a angry minotaur. I don't like mind magics. I have a demonic axe. Well, I have an axe and a demonic arm. And the fiend speaks to me in my head, and I sometimes do bad things, but for a good reason.
No.
No matter what anyone else says.
It's not a good reason.
Is it a good reason if Vogthalas tells you to?
No, that's why it's a bad reason.
It's a good reason because it gets me to my ultimate goal, which is a good reason at any cost.
Gallows is already dead. Go off though.
That's right, sweetheart. You just keep listening to Daddy.
I think I'll log off now.
Oh man, amazing. Moving on. Bono.
Anyway, we've had fun, but I think that's enough for tonight. See you guys. Yeah, no, I am JP. I play Bolo, the sentient garden gnome druid of the group. I also draw things, so if you like dots and lines, and by God, if you like an unholy amalgamation of the two, check out my Instagram at hops_does_stuff. I'm currently working on a thing. You can't see it that well because I was moving it and there was screen glare. So if you want to see it in its completion, you're going to have to wait till I finish it.
Nice.
Crazy how nature just do that.
And have you written a Bolo write-up for me yet? Do I have a Benedict one?
I think so. You definitely have a Benedict one.
I got a
but
Benedict
I
one.
think I had to exclude the phrase whimsical fuckwit.
No Bolo
so
one.
I'm still working on one.
I should have a Caden one.
That went up my nose.
You definitely have a Caden one.
I need Bolo to complete the set. So,
Bolo is a mystery.
Write it up. All right,
I'm gonna do that right now.
He's a super mysterious masked man. All right,
Yep.
and last but definitely not least, Eek.
No, yes, least. First of all. Second of all, I often rehearse what I'm about to say in my head before I actually say it, like when we do these things. And the speech I had prepared was, "Hi, I'm Jess. I play Gallows," and now I'm really sad.
Hi, this is Jess. She did play Gallows.
Until she died. Barks is very happy. No. I'm playing Eek, everybody's favorite little goblin man. He's doing his best. He's just hit level 8, and you might get to see a scene with him chatting to his god, which I know people tend to love, and that makes me so happy.
Amazing.
It's a little bit of peace in Baruvia.
All right, and Brittney isn't here with us. She won't be back until next year. She's just taking some time off to recoup and recover. Also, thank you for everyone that was patient during the tech problems and also the mental health checks that we do at the start of all our games, because our players and their well-being is number one around here. Yeah, that's something that I feel very strongly about. Also, I want to say that this week and next week are the only games that we're going to have left. So next week is the last week of games for the year. Then we're going to have 1 week where you and I are probably just going to be doing some downtime gaming streams, either playing our Baldur's Gate character that we made together, Lilith Mirage, which is a pink tiefling, which is super cool, Trickery Domain Cleric. I'm very excited to play some more BG3. And after that week of gaming, we will probably just have 2 weeks. No, we will have 2 weeks off, no streams. That will give us a chance to recover and recoup and ready for the new year, and also spend some time with family and friends, because Christmas time is it's a feel, it's a vibe. There's a lot of things going on. So thank you for bearing with us with that. Okay,
It's a vibe.
we should begin soon. Do we want to play the Strahd Halloween one again, or do we just want to jump into it?
I'll sing it. Ready? Dun, 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 dun. No.
Should we just do it?
Go.
I feel like we can just do it.
Like, okay, look, if you're gonna put the video on, I will do the vampire scream.
You know what? Let's
By
do
which
it.
I mean,
Just
I
for
will
that.
just
for
scream
that.
into
Just
all
for
of your
that.
earphones.
Let's roll it one more time.
Everyone's
Not the audience, by the way. You guys.
Oh, thank you. And we're back. There's our music.
If anyone in chat cares, he didn't do the vampire scream.
Yeah, I didn't really want to hurt them that bad. Not out of game anyway.
Amazing.
The
Alright.
character overlay's wrong.
You're
Huh?
wrong. I'm Ooh.
Hey.
Got him.
Zing!
I was letting you know.
No,
From
you're
a
right.
community.
It is the right thing to do. I'm sorry, I just can't control my sassy tendencies.
Ooh, I get to
Just
prepare extra
very
stuff.
Let it
Sassy.
come out. Let it come out in Vogthalas.
Yeah, Vogue
Maybe
Class is a
Let,
vibe.
let it come
That's
out
great.
with
No.
Yeah, just do that. Don't worry about it.
Alright, let me quickly change this. Because we do still
Just
have
let
the
it come
off-roll
out
game on.
in your conversations with Arrow through Bahamut and
Bahamut.
impact him in a negative fashion.
Yeah. Dread is all its ass.
Clearly.
How are you,
I have
Flybear, man?
67
We've got
hit
so many beautiful people in the chat.
We do.
Thank you for being here, guys. And let's get this started.
I love you all so much.
Hmm.
Maybe Dread was the problem player all along.
Oh, we been new. We been new.
Only DMs are problem players, but they're valid, so it's okay.
Alright. Let us
My
My shit
begin.
isn't blue, it's purple.
For now.
Let us begin.
Looks blue on camera though.
Yo. One more time.
Concentrate.
Let us begin. Eek's hand rushes out with the intent of removing any curse that is inflicting Alston. The magic blooms and there is a pause. One moment. Everyone in the vicinity waits with bated breath and waits for the spell to take
just
its
us.
effect. But nothing happens. There is an awkwardness. Suddenly, Eek hears.
Let me help you, my little thunderclap! You're going to need more power! Okay. You are going to need a power greater than that to restore this afflicted one!
I know.
Boom! There is a massive surge in power, and the whole of the Blue Water Inn shakes and shudders. Anything not nailed down flies from its resting place. The children start to whine in shock. In the aftermath, everything settles into a haziness. Not hazy haziness, just in a haziness. Alston falls to the ground, unconscious.
Oh. Are you dead? He's just gonna poke him a little bit.
Am I conscious?
You are unconscious.
Okay.
Death
I
saving.
do not
Okay.
respond by virtue of the fact that I am unconscious.
This is extra funny considering the fact that Alston had basically dragged Eek into a room and locked the door behind them, so stuff just started flying around
No,
the
this
inn.
was on the stairs as he was ascending up. I remember.
No, because he locked the door and I said, "Are you gonna eat me? I guess my time has come."
Yeah, I thought they were in the room as well.
Yeah, we are.
Is it?
Because
Okay.
I on my way upstairs, I grabbed Eek and dragged him upstairs into a room and shut and locked the door because I didn't want anybody else seeing what I was attempting.
Alright. The description still stands. The blue water still would have shook.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay. And unconscious, Alston and Eek wait in the room.
Alston. Eek's gonna kind of kick him in the ribs. Nothing.
Nothing.
Make a death saving throw.
God, Dad. Did I just kill him?
I don't think so, little thunderclap.
How can I tell?
Is he breathing?
I don't want to get close enough to his mouth to find out.
Come now,
He could
little
be tricking.
thunderclap. You're braver than that.
He could be tricking me. You're right. He's family, it's worth it. He's family. He wouldn't eat me. Eek is going to go right ahead and pull out his steel mirror and basically hold it in front of Alston's muzzle, I guess, and see if it fogs up.
It does.
He's gonna pull back very quickly. Did you see that? I did it! He's breathing.
Then he's not dead! Hooray!
I'm wondering if it worked. Should I heal him? Do you think that's a good idea?
There's no harm trying, little thunderclap. Heal away!
You're right. First level cure wounds. Like, he kind of gets both of his hands, rubs them together, lays them on Alston's chest, and goes, ah! Like a doctor would yell clear, and zaps him like he would with a defibrillator.
The healing magic infuses itself inside Alston. But nothing
7
changes.
hit points. This isn't good.
Well, it's not optimal, but at least he's not dead.
Yeah.
Have you tried kicking him?
Yeah.
Try
Bang,
again!
right in the ribs. Right in the ribs twice.
The body shudders.
Even unconscious, he'd just kind of be like,
Does he make a sound?
I mean, I've never kicked an unconscious person before.
But would it even
From
be
personal experience, they are.
Yeah, I would assume no.
What do I know? Oh, I forget half of my spells. I'm sorry, Goddad. I left the book downstairs. What can I remember today? Animate dead? No, he's not dead. Call? No, I don't want to call lightning. I don't want to do that. I tried curing wounds. I don't want to cast shadow. That will make him mad. Fog cloud, that's not going to help me here.
Maybe he needs to lose his fur. Perhaps we should shave him, little thunderclap. It would at least make him cooler.
No, I think that might make him eat me. We'll try it on Barkus. Oh, I have an idea. And he's going to kind of get up close to basically sit down, pick up Alston's massive head, cradle it in his lap, so it's pretty much the size of Eek. Alston's head is pretty much Eek's size. And he's going to kind of hold Alston's eyes gently closed, and he's going to mutter a little prayer very quietly and cast Death Ward.
Alright.
kinda neat.
Death Ward is being cast. Now, how does the rest of the party react to the fact that this blue water inn just shook and shuddered? The kids are still disturbed by everything. You can see that the dust that was resting on the roof boards is allowing itself to shed. The kids squeal in a panic when they see Barkus sneeze.
That was Bolo.
Bolo, sorry. They start with B.
I'm assuming was it just like the whole place shuttered, or do we know of like an epicenter of it, or is it just like
we have no way of knowing that it's
where it came from?
Yeah, the innkeeper now has left to grab a weapon.
Uh-oh.
That's kind of yikers.
I think we messed up.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay.
Promise.
Oh no! Eek might have died. Come on, I want to see.
Hold your horses, Barkus.
I'll protect the kids. Come, children.
Bolo pops his staff down and uses it to get out of his chair before just rolling his shoulders and then...
I mean, I followed Barkus, so wherever Barkus went. Upstairs. So, do we see them partway up the stairs?
You walk
We're in a
upstairs and you see the
locked
hallway of
Oh, they're in
doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would have the knowledge that they did run upstairs, though.
You would absolutely hear Eve talking out loud to his god.
Barkus, I suppose will sort of like I guess charging upstairs, burst in, swing the door open. Ah!
It's locked.
Oh, it's locked. Okay. He will try it, see it's locked, and just put a hoof into the door to keep it.
You don't
The door
take
shutters under your
the
hoof.
nice way out, do you?
No.
Come, Marcus, you know you want to cut.
Test.
Why did you do it, Marcus?
All right.
You were turning.
We can hear you.
I'm
I
back.
hope the chat can hear us after what we just said.
Oh man. Rip, rip arrow, I guess.
Hey, apparently
Like,
they can
you
hear
just
us
chopped his head
now.
off.
Yeah,
Dog.
I can get the PvPs, it's exciting and all, but I think, using a nat 20 token to decapitate arrow in one hit was a bit rude.
He didn't deserve it, first of all. Second of all, we were playing out a different scene.
What do you mean? I deserve that nat 20 token.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Is Josh back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, cool.
Hello, alright.
Yeah, we are ready and raring.
So Zach just accidentally, he made a joke and then was like, uh-oh, that's what happened. So,
Yeah, we're
We're worried.
about to proceed because depending on the way this goes, something very, very bad may have just happened. We'll have to see.
Josh isn't smiling.
I
I'm
think
just
it's because he's working.
damn
with
tech
that in.
goblins, man.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's kind of
Look,
rough. There.
Eve
Calm down.
apologizes.
Come now, Marcus. You know you can just cut that door down.
Eek reaches up and flips the lock.
Barkus acts back for a swing. So did you say you just unlocked it, or you're over?
Yep, just unlocked it.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm gonna smash that door.
You're on the other side.
The innkeep is just like, oh come on!
And Barkus brings the axe down.
And Eek opens the door.
Oh, okay. So are you opening the door?
As you bring the axe down.
Okay, as the axe. Yeah, I was frankly, yeah. So
Eek gets decked.
if he can stay there, he'll
No, like behind the door. You know those scenes in Looney Tunes where they go to barge the door down, but someone opens the door?
Okay. Yep. Good. Arcus in a overhead arc swings down, and the axe just misses the door as it opens and just embeds in the floor.
Misses the door, misses the floor, hits his foot.
Oh, he has a devil foot.
Barkus, the first thing you see is Eek holding the door, but afterwards you see Alston unconscious on the ground.
You knock really loud.
The wrong one won. What happened here?
He asked me to cast Remove Curse because he doesn't want to be weird and mad, he said, sorry, anymore. And I don't know, that happened. I tried kicking him. I tried slapping him. I tried healing him. I tried casting Be Not Dead on him.
So,
Dead.
No, he's breathing, my god said.
You cast Remove Curse. Do you know what you've done?
No, I
No,
cast Remove
why?
Curse.
No, do I. Let's have a look.
You want to go?
Barks.
See if it happens to you too.
No, don't you tell
Oh,
me.
okay.
Barks will go over and sort of pick Alston up by, I guess, underneath the arms, and just give him a bit of a shake. Wake up!
I tried that.
The head flops all over the place.
Didn't work. Just lets him go.
Arrow puts his hand on his chest, or on Ulcer's chest, and casts lesser restoration.
Yes.
Is sort of, I guess it sort of this like static sort of bounces up on top of his hand, and then as he presses in, it sort of like goes through his hand and into Alston.
Oh yeah. He goes through Alston, did you say?
Like through his hand into
Yeah.
Alston to like lesser restoration.
The magic emanates from your hand, casting lesser restoration. You expect anything that is ailing or afflicting Alston to become subdued under the effects. However, Alston is still unconscious.
Spare the dying. Smack. He kind of just like slaps Alston across the face and goes, wake up! A
Alston.
little green spark shoots out of his hand.
Hells yeah. Alston.
Yep.
You can hear the various whispers and clanging of people around you, but your perception cannot be pushed out from the sheer darkness that you find yourself floating in.
Is this familiar to me? This darkness?
Yeah, you've been here before.
Like, as in, like, nightmares every day kind of familiar, or like
Yeah.
I've been here once before.
Yeah, whenever you need to commune with your patron, you come to this space.
Your turn.
Says Austin sort of composes himself. Says who? Don't have to be mad to serve you. Yeah, right.
I see what you see. We are a bargain.
Well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, like, technically yes, but also, like, kind of just like, I don't really know if, kill your whole family and extort you into doing it really counts as much of a bargain. Like, it feels more like a ripoff.
I thought you smarter than this, little wolf.
Yeah, well, everyone makes mistakes. Like me. See, I went around assuming that I would have to do whatever you wanted for the rest of eternity, or, however long I live for. Probably not that long, honestly, knowing my lifestyle. But regardless, I went around doing all this stuff assuming that you were all powerful and also that all gods were like you. But, like, turns out you're just a dickhead.
What is mine? And I will bring ruin to all that hold dear.
Great.
See? That was probably scary once upon a time. But not after everything you've already put me through. And plus, now the people I actually care about can actually defend themselves. Plus, I have one who I'm pretty sure is specifically already hunting you down. So that makes my job a lot easier. Also, as he's talking, he kind of just like flips the bird with his left hand and just casually holds it there by his side.
Stumped.
I'm not stumped.
Sure.
Again,
Just checking,
I'm met
Josh,
with
just checking,
the
Josh.
I'm met with the fact that this being
Mhm.
like
That's
it the
I get it.
intent versus like and like the power of this thing versus like
Yeah.
hurting a player.
Of course. And one other thing I will say is I'll say
Plus, I'm gonna be totally honest. As powerful as you are, I really don't think you have that much influence here. I think what you did to my family was about the worst you could probably manage. Because you need me to do your dirty work. And Strahd's the one keeping me alive right now, because I think he's interested. I think he's like, toying with me or something. I don't know. I haven't thought that deep into that part of it. But I doubt that he's gonna let me go just because some, pesky eldritch being says, I'm sick of you.
Where once I granted you sight and many eyes, you will always and forever be blind.
and with that he just kind of
And with that, my transformation into Asta is complete.
Oh yeah, that was the thing.
I will take everything from you. Let this be the first of much more.
You start to
Sure.
feel a ripping, burning pain from your eyes. Everyone that is witness to this will see Alston's eyes start to become hollow.
Spell magic.
he will
4th level.
he
Eek
will
tries
like
it.
He tries it. Unfortunately, your level 4
Legendary
Can't
spell
exactly fight a god.
does not affect this eldritch
Hey.
patron.
I'm aware. Eek is trying his best.
Olsen will probably scream because pain. But like
You
as
start
soon
to
as
hear
it's-
that sound rip across your whole being because if you remember, you've been suffused with many eyes.
oh yeah,
Mm,
he will
Each one becomes hollow.
and as they kind of like as it sort of passes through him and the worst of it's gone, he's kind of like panting, sweating, but still sort of trying to keep a brave face. We'll just kind of
Well, at least I don't have to look at your ugly mug anymore.
You start to feel the presence leave you. And then you're alone. Several hours later, if no one else wants to interact with this scene, you will wake
Eek.
up, however. You awaken to nothing but darkness. You are now permanently blind.
okay, sure. Olsen will just kind of let out a groan and kind of sit up and just
Well, that's new. How do you feel?
Eek. By this time, I assume Eek would have convinced Barkus to pick him up and lay him down on a bed or something, and Eek will be sitting cross-legged in the corner of the bed.
and he will just kind of take his one of his claws and poke it into one of his eyelids and pull it back so that you can show that it's hollow and just goes
Dunno. Blind, I guess.
It's just the sockets.
Eek's gonna.
And in fact, all those many eyes that were over your body, they were all hollow sockets. So you literally look like you've been bored.
Man looks like Swiss cheese.
Yeah, I was
Yep.
gonna say, you know what? Never mind. I've come up with a better joke. I'm feeling holy. that is funny. Me too. But that's because I talked to my god. I don't know about you. Well, I mean, I kind of did the same. Did he do that? Yep. Sure did.
What kind of... That's not okay.
Nope.
What did you do?
Well,
Oh yeah, Marcus is here too.
oh, hey. Well, I did something I should have done a long time ago. I called my god a dickhead and told him to leave.
You guys need couples therapy.
Well, did he leave?
Well, I don't know.
And Alston is going to sort of like feeling in the direction of like Arrow with his mind, is going to attempt to telepathically communicate to Arrow to see if it works.
The power that was granted you to your, like all other patrons, is a permanent thing.
Okay.
However, in that exchange, while you still retain the power, this does not mean that this patron is done with you
Yeah, totally.
and cannot affect you,
Yeah.
like we've seen with the eyes.
Oh, totally. That's fine. I just wanted to like, I was gauging whether it does work or not. In that case, Arrow, in your head, you just hear,
Well, I can still do this.
and then out loud he'll say,
Well, seems I still have my, powers. Just, no eyes.
Alston.
Hmm.
No eyes at all anywhere.
Yep, all of them. All 36.
Where are your marks?
That's a good question. And he'll like take a look, and we'll just like take what, and on the socket where the eye used to be, we'll like pull it open to see if the marks are still in the socket.
They are.
Eek's gonna peer. They are?
Yeah.
Didn't get away without that.
Oh, still there? Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's fun. I kind of expected that. Well, looks like I am relying on you guys for a while. I'm, gonna...
Well, and he'll just like sort of like turn in a certain direction, definitely not facing Bolo, and just go,
Well, Bolo, you've got experience leading blind people before. Feel like teaming up?
How did you know Bolo was here?
From
he did actually say something before.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
From not the direction you're looking at, probably like perpendicular to your gaze. It keeps you alive.
Well, I mean, that's the hope. That's why I'm hiring you, so to speak. All I'll need you to do is just, take me in the right direction, and then just kind of like get out of range when I start swinging.
I'ma start swinging.
Okay.
Alston?
Hmm?
Eek's gonna kind of move closer to you, being very loud, making it very obvious is what he's doing. I forget what I was gonna say. That's very cool. Oh yeah. You asked me to try to help you. I feel like I did this.
Oh,
And
no,
I'm
this
really
isn't your
sorry.
fault. No. This isn't your fault at all. Like, this is entirely on me being an incorrigible bastard.
But I cast the spell. And then
And
a
I
lot of
told
other
my god he
ones.
was a dickhead.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you deserved it.
Oh, 100%. But that doesn't always mean you should say it.
Never thought of that before.
It's called lying. Try it sometime.
No thanks. How are you feeling? You asked me to cast this on you because you didn't want to be mad.
That's a good question.
Your madness is gone.
All of it?
Yeah. Then you've also severed your pact with the patron. However, like I said, there will most probably be more consequences.
Oh, of course. Yep, that's fine. That's fine.
Your bank accounts are frozen.
To be honest, yeah.
Car insurance expired.
I'm already being lenient, so
Oh no, I know.
Yeah.
Like again, I know that this is this was going to have far-reaching consequences. I was aware of
yeah.
that when I took this course of action.
I
I
messaged him
warned you.
just
I warned you
now, and he was
multiple
like,
times.
I'm just like reckless.
So,
I messaged him just now, and I was like, "You're gonna die," and he said, "Yeah, maybe." So,
Also, Necrone implying I haven't, please.
Does this mean that those followers of yours are no longer loyal to you?
Well, I don't know. I figure I should go check.
And so with that,
Wait a
he's
minute,
going
wait,
to
wait.
stand up
wait,
unsteadily.
What?
Does that mean that the T-Rex guy might try to eat me again?
He didn't try to eat you. He tried to eat me. And
No, they had him lined up. He was gonna chase me across a big field and then eat me to death.
That's true.
That's
Well,
bad.
the truth is, I don't know, so I'm gonna go check.
He turns 90 degrees and walks straight into a wall, falls flat on his ass, and then just
Wrong way.
Two hands, one on each shoulder, just yanks you up, pivots you towards the door, before just like one hand on your shoulder starts leading you in that direction.
Please remember the stairs.
There's what?
You found them.
Ow.
anyway. With that, I will stand up, wait for Bolo to guide me, and I will make my way to the cart where our good friend, the mindless thrall, was staying.
not there.
Fuck.
Oh shit.
He's just kind of like,
Wait. I've heard about this. Apparently, people who can't see get, like, really good other senses.
and he's going
he
to like
kicks
lift
you in the
his-
kneecap.
Ah, fuck.
He's going to lift his nose to the sky and just like, and try and see if he can smell where this guy's gone.
Give me a
You could have done
perception
that
check.
anyway, right? Without.
I don't know. Nat 20. Actually,
Fuck yeah.
actually, Nat 20.
You take a big inhale through your nose, trying to track where this individual has gone. However, the stench of your other companions, the horse manure, and the smell of very stale wine is all that you were able to perceive.
So all just stuff from around the area.
Yeah.
Barkus wants his revenge. Can he see any tracks or anything?
Roll
I actually
a
get to
survival
help
check.
look around, just
Yeah.
looking for Casimir's footsteps.
Given that I can't exactly keep an eye out anymore, you have permission to kill him as soon as you see him.
Oh, good.
Dirty 20.
Damn, wish I had a fourth
Looking
level
at the
slot
ground,
left.
you start to see that there are indeed some muddy tracks. However, you start to discern that they are mostly from you and your companions walking in and out of this place. You move out to the stall door and you look down the street to see if you can spot this individual or anything that may betray where they have gone. You can't see anything. You try to see if there is any muddy tracks that have been left from the mud from the stalls. You do see some tracking in and out of the Blue Water Inn and some heading towards the Vistani camp. However, you follow them as far as you can go. Getting about 2 minutes away from the Blue Water Inn, you see that they eventually start to meander off and you can't see any more tracks.
Are there any dinosaur tracks?
Anything?
I've lost the trail here. Unless someone else can pick it up, I've lost it.
Alston can't.
Ah, well, I'm sure we'll come across him at some point. You know.
Do you think he's done?
I can't hardly wait.
Yeah. You know, you abuse people enough, they're sure to show up and bite you in the ass later. Well, anyway, regardless.
Barkus first.
I
Now
want
you're talking sense, Bolo. Now you're talking sense.
Mm.
Do you think he's gone back to Lady Wachter?
Isn't she?
No,
We don't know.
We don't
I don't-
know.
I don't think he's gone back to Wachter. He's now the thrall of that whatever god you followed. Wachter.
Oh, Nukfagloig.
What?
What was that?
Bless you.
funny. No, that's his name. Like.
I think you're confused. That's not how words work.
Yeah, my god's name is Dad.
Not with human tongues. Technically, this is just like, the like mortal pronunciation. I can't pronounce his real name. Too many tentacles.
Well, let's get back inside the gates.
Yeah, let's. Yeah. This whole blind thing's taking some getting used to.
As he walks into a wooden pole.
Bolo just claps one hand on the shoulder. Stay close.
Yeah, you make a good point. My apologies.
Will just kind of straighten himself and follow Bolo.
Hang on a second. Alston, do you want this? It's my quarterstaff. You can sweep it in front of you.
It's the axe.
No, not the axe. The axe is mine. The quarterstaff.
Okay, I have a genuine question. Don't promise you won't laugh. So, I've kind of ditched, ancient evil cult patron thing, because I decided it really just wasn't for me. After a long time of thinking that I didn't really have a choice. But that aside, I've ditched it now. But, am I, supposed to try to be good?
No.
Alright, cool.
I've got a walking stick then, and just pulls out his greatsword and plants the point in the earth and just starts, walking with it.
Eek's gonna turn to Arrow and just look up and...
How would that make him bad?
There's every chance I stab someone in the foot trying to do this.
Most likely yourself.
True. Okay, yeah, no, you raise a good point. I can't exactly see my feet to avoid them, so he'll put it back and go, quarterstaff me.
Hit him, for the love of God.
Marcus will, standing next to him, just sort of, swing it out towards his chest. And obviously, because he can't see it, he's just going to, cop it to the chest. Just like a thwack in the chest.
He's just and then just
you know what? That's fair enough. I probably earned that one.
Take it.
Don't forget, you don't have to be good, but you do have to uphold your promise to help me take out the hive.
Oh, I'll do more than that. You know how you kept talking about how, the cult you were looking for was probably the one that I was, trying to start and all that kind of thing? I have no idea, but there's a good chance you're right, and I'm willing to help with that too.
Good.
Fuck that guy.
Alright, well, Alston, Zach, feel free to add a quarterstaff to and I'll remove it from mine.
I will. I love having a quarterstaff.
How am I gonna open chests now?
You'll just...
it would have been funnier if Marcus had turned around and just gone, donk. Quarterstaff me. Bonk.
When we get back to town, Arrow will turn to Alston and say, I'm gonna go check on that toy maker to see if he's still there.
Oh, that's a really good point. He probably is. He probably still thinks that he needs to be part of the cult and all, hey? Should I tell him that he can quit that?
I mean, that's assuming that this one you were following hasn't sent him off to tell others of where we are.
I suppose that's true.
He's the toy man, right?
Yeah.
Run, help him.
Alston, did you leave him with a choice? Or did you just dominate his mind?
Well, no, he had more of a choice, mostly because, if he was, one of the ones I was destined to find or whatever, he wouldn't have had a choice, but it turns out I was wrong, so I just kind of, scared him into doing what I said. It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. Look, okay, don't take that tone with me. I know what I did was, bad. That's why I'm trying to fix things. I would yell at you more if I didn't have to rely on you now.
You're really trying to fix what you've done.
Look, I'm not gonna try that hard. I'm gonna be honest. That sounds like a lot of effort.
I mean,
If it's a
losing
quick
your
fix,
sight.
if it's a quick fix, maybe. No, I need to be completely clear about this. I didn't do this because it's part of some like altruistic greater good bullshit. I did this because my god is a dickhead and I got tired of him. This was entirely self-serving and not at all because I wanted to do the right thing.
You got tired of him for a reason.
Yeah, like I said, he's a dickhead.
But usually you're okay with that. Or even applaud it.
Yeah, well, look, there's a certain level of dickhead that's just like, funny, like me. It's funny, it's relatable, everyone has a good laugh, and no one really gets upset. But then
I
there's
don't
like,
think you're relatable.
then there's him. That sounds like a you problem.
No, it's very much a you problem.
I find him relatable to a point.
Well, I'm off. I'm off. If you guys want to come, you can, but I'm going to see how he is.
Alright, you make a good point. Let's go visit the
should we-
toy man.
Should we do that in the morning? It's
Eek looks to the moon.
getting kind of dark.
You don't have to come, but I'm going now.
Yeah, what better time for a surprise visit?
Oh God.
Barkus, perhaps you should stay behind at the inn to look after the children.
In the same way that he looked after the toy man?
I don't think
Oh
he
yeah, you
knows
beat that guy's face in, didn't you?
He did that when we were all right there.
No, all you guys left, I stayed behind.
Yeah.
And I did it.
But then we.
So you guys don't know, only Aaron
Ah,
knows.
yeah, true.
Only Aaron knows,
My
yeah.
bad.
I apologize.
Yeah, well, okay.
Why? Don't I seem friendly enough for you?
No, I mean,
Wait,
maybe not.
You know what?
Alston is going to like reach out towards Barkus and try to like grab onto an arm or a shoulder or something.
I'll go with the the one who finds me relatable. I feel like things might not go so positively if I turn.
Well,
Also, maybe don't feed him the pastries made of kid.
I did.
Guys.
I wasn't planning on it, but I was going to ask him about them. Why he wanted it.
Oh, fair enough.
Arrow made a really good point.
Arrow's gone.
Earlier today. Arrow, come back. Remember what you said? We should stay together. What if the hags come back?
Bolo just grabs Eek by the shoulder. Come on. And drags him out of the tavern.
Barkus will sort of do most of the same to Alison, like,
come on. If that T-Rex dickhead is around, I'm not missing my chance to get my revenge. We'll wait outside.
I like the
The way you think, and he goes to like draw his sword in agreement, and then thinks better of it, not knowing precisely where you're standing within like a 5-foot radius of him.
I agree, but screw this table.
But Barkus will lead you by like a hand in the center, like the center of your back, like between the blades, just pretty
Oh,
much.
he's cheating on Volcalis.
No, he's not.
Oh yeah, as he's walking like that, actually that would occur to Alston. He'll just kind of like giggle to himself, and then not saying anything out loud, but kind of mentally towards the axe, knowing the axe cannot or will not reply to him, will basically just say into it,
Dealio man.
This is completely mental and silent though.
All right.
So nobody else hears it.
So we're heading to Blinsky's toy shop.
It's
think
no
we're-
fun.
He's Noblinsky.
All right. You find yourself on the outside of the toy shop. The lights are still on, and you hear a mournful wail coming from inside.
Eek opens the door. In we go.
And I need an MC warning here. As you walk inside, this place has been absolutely trashed. You smell the scent of feces and blood, as you can see that there is, over in the corner, a sobbing Blinsky, sitting in his own waste, rocking back and forward,
What has happened here, Blinsky?
Oh God.
Blinsky, do you hear me? And he like puts his hand gently on his shoulder. Relax. It's Arrow.
From outside the door, Alston's just like,
That doesn't bode well.
Oh dear.
Does Arrow see markings or like?
You can see that he's covered in bites. They look like those of canine fangs. Scratch marks all over him. And he raises his head slowly, and you can see that he has nothing there in his eyes but empty sockets. And darkness in his eyes. I can't see no more. Help!
Who took your eyes? Did you at least see them before they took them?
No.
Was it a lot of eyes?
No. No.
Arrow.
No.
Attempts to heal him with Leon. Leon hands pull for 20.
You can see that you do that. The wounds from the bites and the scratches, they all scab up and scar. However, these wounds, they run much deeper than flesh.
Remove curse.
You remove any curses
Actually,
that are
will
upon his form.
walk up and just, Nothing?
He's still sobbing. He's sitting in his own waste. Everything has been taken from Blinsky at this point.
Man,
from outside the front door,
Man, I have no idea what's happening, but that does not bode well. It smells like shit, and I don't mean that figuratively, like it smells like someone shit themselves.
Would Eek know that Alston and Barkus have followed?
Oh yeah,
we all came together.
Yeah, we just waited outside.
Okay, cool. Eek's going to...
I'll be back. You'll be safe.
turn around, throw open the door. Don't know if it hits Alston.
Yeah, right in the nose.
And he's going to pretty much jump on Alston and attempt to bring him to the ground. He's just slapping and hitting him and scratching him, saying,
"You did this! He's a toy maker! You did this! This is your fault!" Ah!
You've never seen Eek angry. Eek's not putting a dent in Alston.
No, but he's just sort of like, oh, God, fuck.
What did I do? Ow!
He's lying in his own waste. He doesn't have any eyes. Do you think of why that might be? He was a toy maker. He wanted to bring happiness to children.
Yeah.
Describe what you saw when you walked in.
Go and look for yourself. He can't see you.
All right.
Just
Self.
Well,
while
yeah, go on, Bolly.
yeah, sorry, just while
Before we move any further, I just want to check in with everyone that they were okay with the content.
Yeah.
yeah.
If you aren't feeling uncomfortable at all, please let me know now. And also chat as well. Please be careful and responsible with the stories that you are consuming. I make sure that everyone's safe in these situations because it is a heavy situation.
Just after Eek left, and while those three are outside, Bola's just gonna squat down in front of Blinsky and just go, Blinsky, you can hear me. Is Bolo? You are.
It is a very strange image to see tears coming for someone that doesn't have any eyes. In fact, it's not even tears. At this point, it is made up of that yellow sort of crusty substance that sort of leaks down the face. The hands tremble forward and they rest on you.
Yeah, Bolo takes his hand with one of his hands and goes, "You are okay. You will be okay." And from his one of the many little pouches that he possesses, Bolo is going to produce the spinning top that he bought and put it in Blinsky's hand and wrap both of his hands around it. You will be okay.
You can still make wooden toys for children. You still have your hands.
Roll a persuasion check for me. With help.
Okay.
One of you can choose to take it. I'll allow that. Yeah, I thought so.
I can't cast guidance on you, can I? Because I'm outside.
We don't.
Where is my
Unfortunately,
persuasion?
you are currently too busy slapping the crap out of me.
+6.
Yeah.
You got advantage.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, because you have help.
Well, that was a 19, so here we go. It was an 18. So I got 25.
You hear that Blinsky. You see that Blinsky hears you. However, it's very hard to sort of like insight exactly what mood he's in, or what's going through his mind as he brings the spin top back to him. Just sort of like holds it in both hands and rocks back and forward.
Skills you have. Do not leave with your sight.
Can you feel the edges of that spinning top?
Yeah.
Can you not see it in your mind?
Yeah.
Can you see all the other toys that you used to make in your mind?
No, you are worse than Devil's Rod! You are monsters! You bring nothing but pain and suffering. You
Would
will
he
kill
heard that
Blinsky.
from outside?
Kill Blinsky! I am too frightened to do it myself. Please, kill me.
Would Eek have heard that from outside?
Yeah.
Would Box have
That's
heard
pretty
that as he was walking in?
Yeah.
Okay, if Eek's heard that from outside, he is immediately going to let go of Alston, give you one last shove, and go in and throw himself in front of Barkus.
I'm gonna do another MC warning. So.
Alston just kind of like, Alston's just laying on the ground where Eek knocked him, and he's just kind of like,
Don't move.
yeah, he doesn't like say anything until Eek's run inside, but just kind of muttering to himself. He's just,
This man is broken. And that's saying something for being in Barovia.
With Eek saying,
Keep your wretched axe away from this man.
Look at him. Is this any sort of life to live? He does not want to live.
He is in the midst of something awful.
We're here to help him.
I am trying to help him.
Do
you
not
call
kill
that
him.
help?
Blinsky, what do you
You-
want?
He
You
doesn't
have
know
already
what he
done
wants.
enough. I know that
doesn't
you
know.
came back and beat his face against the table.
Excuse me?
There was no need for that.
You don't know.
I know that axe seems to wield you more than you wield it.
Would you like to see me wield it?
Is that what it tells you to do?
Yes.
No, it's what I want to do when people like you get in the way. Listen
Of
to the
what?
man. The man wants peace.
The man doesn't know what he wants.
He's sitting in
He's
his own
suffering
shit.
right now. He is suffering. He's had no one to help him.
I'm trying to end his suffering and help him.
It's not how that works. Take one step forward and I will act.
You use your wretched magic on me again, and I will act.
Hold person.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save? Don't like wisdom savings.
boy.
Oh, you prick. It rolled off a 16. It's 6.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Got him.
Tell you what, do you want me to make it worse really quick?
Oh, make it as worse as you want. It's gonna come back.
My DC save is 16. That would have met. So
Under the effects, can I speak and sort of look around, or am I completely sort of...
You're
set?
paralyzed.
You are
I'm fairly
paralyzed.
certain. Let me double check for speaking. Yeah, you are paralyzed though, and that's pretty much all the things. Grappled, petrified, poisoned.
we don't have long though.
Paralyzed.
Are we having a
here.
break this session?
It's kind of hard because of like all the tech goblins at the start. So
Yeah,
really,
that's fine. That's fine.
we
Might be
can't- do you guys
decent
need?
idea
Do
to
you guys
take 10
need a break?
now.
I'm just trying to think of what to do.
If you guys,
Yeah,
if
I'd
you guys
be happy
need
with
a
a break
quick,
right
if you guys need a quick break, that's fine. As
Yeah.
for speaking, you can't move or speak. Yeah, you're
Okay.
Let me double check if it's actually paralyzed though. It might be actually restrained. I'll double check.
No,
Anyway,
whole person's
No, it's
is
paralyzed.
it paralyzed? Yeah, I thought it
Yeah.
was. I just wanted
got it right
to
here.
triple
The
check.
whole person's nutty.
Yeah.
Okay. Also,
Alright,
before
so 10
we...
minutes.
Actually, before we do, can I quickly do something?
Sure.
Absolutely.
From where I am laying on the ground, I am not going to move. But I am going to mentally connect to Blinsky.
Yeah.
And he will just say,
I'm sorry. He took my eyes too.
and that's it.
All right. So let's take 10. Players need to figure out what they want to do. Take a quick stretch. Actually, while we were on break, I might just go to chat screen just to chat with everyone, to check in with everyone and have a quick chat. Because viewers, I always so care about you guys and the stories that we're telling and making sure you don't get affected. So I'm going to mute you guys. And then I'm going to go to the chat screen. So, all right. The players will be back in a second. Where's my chat screen? Where is it? I'll find it. Let me find it. Where the hell is it?
I think we just killed Barkus, right?
Kill Marcus.
Like 3 times.
Let's not.
We're not on
No
break
more people need
yet,
to
are we,
die.
guys?
No, we're not.
We're not on what now?
It's probably
Okay,
We're not
we
a
won't
present
do it.
Is it on Misk?
We're killing Barkus.
I don't have enough spell slots to murder Barker.
All right, we're back, and the guys here have chatted about how they want to handle situation, and it's good that they did so. God, I love how responsible you guys are. It's amazing. Yeah. All right, so I have one thing to sort of lighten the mood before we jump back into it.
First time I've been called responsible.
You say that to all the players.
All right. All right. So yeah, I'm glad that you guys talked about all the things that we talked about in the chat. And it's good to note that you guys are like checking in with each other and making sure everyone's okay, and you know, everyone doesn't feel like this is like they don't have control. They're stuck in this situation. So all right, we got this sent in by Kapluff. She drew it because we have the new arrow, and it's amazing and it's too awesome not to show. So
This is gonna be what I think it's gonna be.
I've got to wait. My stream's behind.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
Nice.
I love the leaf.
The leaf is
So I guess he's got a tail then from now
He
on.
does.
Yeah.
No,
From what-
straight up
He's
Bahamut
more
just
dragon now.
tail. Yeah. It's
Better
like Bahamut
balance.
was like, I have a tail. Why don't you, you idiot? They're great. You can snap people with it.
Nice.
Kapluff,
Love
is the
it.
leaf
Cannon
big
leaf.
enough?
That is actually incredible.
That is great.
It's amazing. So good. Thank you so much, Kapla, for lighting the mood
Yeah.
in this very dark
That is
setting.
great.
Like how it's, like,
situation that we find
shiny.
ourselves in. Oh yeah,
Take
it's
no pictures.
amazing.
Photo on myself.
It's so good. I absolutely love it.
He's like his very own Christmas tree.
He really
Put
is.
a
glittering.
star on
I
his
also
head.
like how the leaf isn't glittering like the rest of him is, but
That's a doodle.
no
That,
shine on that
hey,
leaf.
pun intended. Oh, that's a quick sketch. So good. All right. We left ourselves in Blinsky's toy shop, where we found Blinsky had lost his eyes as well, sitting in his own waste. This toy maker, bringer of joy and crafter of playthings, has is pretty much in a very bad way, and has asked the party to put him out of his misery. And that's where we stopped. The reason we stopped there is because I've taught these guys, and as a table we've developed a check-in and making sure that everyone is well and okay, especially when we get into real scenes like this. It's important that you're responsible with your storytelling as well as the people you share those with. So yeah, can't be prouder than you, any more prouder than I am now, you guys. Okay, cool. So, all right. Jaeger is funny. All right, Dark Place.
Big love.
Yeah. Okay, let us begin with the scene. We had just saw Eek cast Hold Person on Barkus, who was now paralyzed from the spell, and we'll kick off from there.
Did Alston have something?
Alston had.
Alston did mind link
Ping.
with this individual. I don't know if they can reply or not. And
he can. And so yeah, all I had said was something to the tune of I'm sorry, and it took my eyes too, and he'll basically follow that up by saying
Look, I do regret what I did. I was working for it, but that's no excuse. You're probably the one person who actually seemed happy here. So, whether it's despite Strahd, the one I was working for, or me, don't let this stop you.
and that's all he's gonna say.
Why did it take eyes? What to do?
It takes our eyes because it thinks that we are mortal and fragile. And, it's not wrong. We are. But the best way that we can show strength, and the best way we can keep moving, is to give it the big old fuck you by continuing to live our lives anyway. I'm not going to tell you what to do or how to do it. This is your life. If you want to spend the rest of it crying in your shack because you lost your eyes, then feel free. I'm in no place to judge. But if part of you still wants to do something, if part of you still wants to make a difference, there's still toys to make. And perhaps more specifically, there are some kids in that tavern who have been through a lot who could really use some.
Alston.
He says this in his head, though. None of you hear this.
Damn it.
Cat heard it.
Next minute.
I will maintain
Goblin.
I will maintain my aura of dickheadishness to everybody else.
Haha, see,
I know,
Chat's
you're
saying
pretty,
it too.
Pretty chummy when you were talking to Arrow when Gallows died.
Yeah, look, I was in a very vulnerable place. You can't hold that against me.
True.
Ugh.
All right.
Josh.
There's no reply after that.
That's fair.
Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes Barkus. Let's go.
Was it a minute past, or
God no.
is it the spell, or?
God no.
All right.
You still get to deal with
Bacchus,
little goblins standing
you
over you
are-
and yelling.
Right now, your muscles are restrained. You can't speak or do anything apart from perceive things. This little goblin has spell person you.
And he's looking up at you because you're still technically standing, hey?
Mm-hmm.
With whole person.
I'm sorry. The only reason I did that is because you have to listen to me. And I knew that you wouldn't be able to if I had just let you run free range in there and chop the guy's head off. You need to listen to what I have to say. Just because he is in a horrible place right now, just because he has gone through something awful, just because he is suffering in the moment, does not mean he needs to give up. And definitely doesn't mean we need to help him do that. We can help him in other ways. He is a toy maker. He's been trying and trying to bring happiness to this place. So just because he has temporarily lost that happiness for himself does not mean that he can't regain it. He is one of the strongest people in this place. He has retained such spirit, such mirth for so many years. And you just want to take that out of the world. That's not okay. Again, I'm sorry that I had to make you freeze, but there was no other way around it. You had to threaten me too, so I had to just stop you right then and there. We can't kill him. We need to help him first. This is not a state to be... He is not in a state, rather, to be making that decision. No one deserves that. Help him.
That's about a minute.
As this whole time, Bacchus was, I guess, straining against his muscles against the spell, trying to move. And the second he can move again, the demonic arm with long, demonic things just wraps around, reaches down, wraps around Eek's head, just turns and hucks her.
Yeet.
Out the window. Alston, you hear a smash right next to you as Eek goes flying through the window. He has not struggled against this. He knew what was going to happen.
Bacchus will turn and go to the window and shout outside to Eek. He's like,
I warned you. Now get in here and help him. Let me see how you can help this wretched man.
You'll stomp over to a chair, turn it around, sit so the back is in front, straddle it, so the back of the chair is in front of him. He'll just sit there, arms crossed over the top, just
let's see what you can do.
Eek's gonna kind of pick himself up, dust himself off, yell back,
yep, I deserve that.
And he's gonna climb back in through the window.
All right.
Not gonna bother using the door that's right there and open. He's gonna climb back in through the window.
Shards of glass crack and shatter underneath your goblin form.
What damage did I take from that, by the way? I was just thrown out a window.
1d6 bludgeoning. I'll roll that.
D6. Yeet.
you take
2 bludgeoning damage.
You take 2 yeet damage.
2 yeet
damage.
And that's impossible to resist.
Yeah, I was gonna say, try being resistant to that one, boy.
Yeah, no, Eek deserved it.
Bolo looks to Arrow after seeing Bacchus clearly calm down somewhat, and just goes, "Do you have water?"
I think so.
He's gonna hand
he pulls his water skin out, and hands it to Bolo.
Bolo's gonna take it, give you a nod, and crouch down in front of Blinsky. You drink calms the mind, and just kind of grabs one of his hands to put around the opening of the water skin.
You were telling him to drink?
Yeah.
He reaches out a hand, placing the top down in the waist, brings it to his mouth, and drinks, chokes and splutters.
You try again.
Sorry, what was that?
Just try again.
Tries again. Takes a few more gulps. Manages to hold it down.
Good. Now, can you stand?
We can try.
Take as long as you need.
Eek is gonna walk up, so it's Eek, Bolo, and Arrow now.
Gets to his feet. Has to feel around.
Eek puts his head under the guy's hand so that he's like a little walking frame. And from underneath the guy's hand, he'll hear,
Now look. Things are really bad right now. I know that. You know that. Poor Orson outside with the no eyes also knows that. And he had a lot of eyes. But that doesn't mean you just give up. That's not how this works. That's not how life really works, honestly. You spent... How old are you? Oh, you spent a lot of years. A lot of years making people happy. You don't get to just decide that suddenly you can't make you happy. Doesn't work like that.
Who gets to decide? You?
No.
You
Certainly
speak as
no.
if you do.
I speak as if I...
Nothing taken from me.
No, you didn't.
What is left?
What did Bolo just give you?
You have your toys. You
And
have all the
we-
smiles of children that have your toys.
And we have some children who need some, don't we, Arrow? Don't we?
We have 3 that have lost their parents to Strahd.
They were trapped in cages.
You could make their lives better.
Roll a persuasion check.
God damn it.
Bro, you've got +6.
Yeah, you got charisma.
16?
oh, I should have given you guidance. I'm dumb.
I think you have to do it before the roll's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Well, actually,
What'd you roll?
I'll use my inspiration. It was a 16.
Alright.
Try to get higher.
Cop guidance on the inspiration roll. I can do that, right?
Sure.
That's an extra D4.
We'll go for the first one.
Ooh.
16. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Okay. I'll try.
Yay!
Do you have
You know what
my...
I think?
Do you have my pie? You
Oh,
said you'd bring one back for me.
Yeah,
They taste so good. They make me
we've
so
got
happy.
something better.
I need my pie.
We brought something extra special back to the tavern. Come on, let's go.
Follows you.
Clean him first.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have prestidigitation? Nor do I.
Does he?
I don't think anybody does.
Does he have a tub in his residence here somewhere? I assume he does.
Or is this his shop?
No,
This
he,
is his shop, yeah. But he
Oh, I
probably
thought he
lives on
was upstairs.
premises, yeah. But he doesn't
Like
thought of it.
upstairs, sort of thing.
Someone would have to
Yeah.
bring it up.
bring him up.
Did someone already say out loud, have to clean him?
Yeah,
Bolo
Bolo did.
Yeah.
Bring him up.
I have a bucket and a rag in the back. I usually use that to clean myself.
Do you have anything more substantial?
No. This is
I think there's a
Barovia.
tub at the tavern.
There isn't.
Someone tell that to Eek, because he's assuming that he's going to be able to take a bath.
Buckets and rag will do.
There's a trough.
Come, no bucket. Come. Bolo's just gonna.
Oh, so you go.
Yeah, Bolo's just gonna pretty much gently lead him and clean him up a bit.
All right. You take the time to clean him. He gets another set of clothes. Find his hat.
He's gonna put the hat on him and jingle the bell. Just.
How's the hat look?
Not bad, actually. It looks like it was kicked off during the attack. He seems to shudder under. He needs to shudder under his jingle.
If he sees him doing that, Bolo just go. Sorry.
It's okay.
You come to tavern now.
Okay.
Yes. I don't drink, but you look like you might want one.
If you have
Or
my,
5.
If you have my pies, I could eat them. They make me very happy.
I told you back at the tavern.
When you eat them, you become very happy and euphoric.
I've got something better back at the tavern.
Okay.
Come.
I follows you guys out.
Bolo's just gonna lead him gently, like Alston in one arm, Blinsky in the other.
Eek is still put with his head under Blinsky's hand, so he's like,
Arrow.
Yes.
If you can find any clean toy making equipment, that may lift your spirits. Marcus. Told you so.
Oh,
turns around
enough.
and walks off.
Enough.
Daniel man! He shouts behind you.
He'll get there.
I guess Arrow looks for a satchel that could fit a few tools.
Yeah, you
For
find that he
whittling
has
wood and
some
stuff.
whittling stuff on hand, some paints that he would use to color his
I don't know if
creations.
I'd bring the paints. I'd just bring.
It seems like you're teasing him.
Yeah, I'd just bring the tools that he can use to whittle.
Yeah. Okay, you bring the whittling tools. And you find yourself back at the Blue Water Inn after walking the streets of Palaki. So what was that, Barkus?
Sorry, just when everyone else sort of walks out, like I assume Arrow walks out last with these, with the holding the tools.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm trying to cheer up the kids that didn't bring any toys.
And Barks will get up and try and find any toys that aren't ruined or covered in shit. Just like 3 little toys.
You find some.
Yeah, cool.
He has several of those that look like Irina in abundance as well.
The boys. Oh, sorry. The kids were there. How many were boys? How many were girls? Not really. No, just get one. Just get one of each. Like a arena doll, a top, and
Green top and
something else. Some
like a little
whatever.
toy cart
Yeah,
that they
little
can
toy horse or something.
vroom vroom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just 3 little toys. It doesn't matter a great deal what they are, I suppose. A doll, a top, and a little wooden horse.
Yep.
Let's say.
You
Cool.
find those.
Cool. Barkus takes him and follows the rest out.
All right. You find yourself back at the Blue Water Inn now.
Did you want to, Jess? Did you want to show or show Blinsky what was better than these pies?
mm-hmm. That was definitely not just a way to get him to drop the idea of child pies and get him out of there and into a more safe spot.
Just make him happy.
As we walk in, Eek is going to say,
Bolo, over to the tables?
He'll nod and start guiding them there.
alright, and basically get Blinsky to sit down at one side of the tables. And Eek's going to say,
Now, wait there. I'm gonna get you something little to eat and little to drink, and then I've got a surprise, okay?
Okay.
Arrow's gonna head over towards Rudolph.
Ah, yes. Still not used to seeing a platinum dragonborn. How can I help you?
How much about this bone mill do you know?
The one that you burnt down.
Yes.
I know that they were collecting children, and my knowledge on hags lends that it is never good.
They were selling pastries. This man that we just brought back said he wanted me to buy him one, but now I'm not too sure if I should give it to him. Do you know what these pastries do?
I've heard tales of what the effects that they have on those that consume them. Euphoria. And sense of bliss. In a place so droll and overbearing, I can see why people become addicted to them.
Do you think he would become a danger to everyone else if he was to have one?
I wouldn't recommend allowing him to consume the pastries.
Very well. They might be difficult to dispose of, but I guess I might just hold on to them for now. It's definitely not something that you'd probably just throw in the bin.
I would probably toss it away into the refuse. I don't see any value in holding on such things. Do you plan to eat them or feed them to someone?
I had contemplated using them against a...
What did you witness inside the bone mill?
There was a pot of this black goo stuff that we eventually shattered when we burnt that place down, and it looked like souls or something trying to claw their way out, I guess.
And you saved these children from there. The children recount that they were to be made into pies. I would assume that they were grinding down their bones and mixing it with this ichor that you speak of.
Well, there were a lot of bones there. I do not know why they would need a few of them alive, if considering how many
Hags
bones were actually there.
They do things to make others suffer, torture their souls. I would assume that they were doing the same with these children, and then feeding them to the very people that sold them.
Perhaps. How does it look like there's like many people in here at the moment, or is it just us?
I think that you guys are down in the common area of the Blue Water Inn, but I do assume that this is a pull aside sort of conversation, a hush hush sort of thing. If you want to bring someone in, you'd have to invite them in.
No, that's fine. I was just wondering if there was any people that looked like they were eavesdropping or trying to overhear our conversations. would I have to roll for that, or?
Does anyone here interested in listening into this conversation?
Not the party. I'm not so worried about the party. I'm just like other people I don't know.
Yeah. The only
You're
other
worried
person
about
is the
hags,
innkeeper.
aren't you?
Okay, cool. You were looking for this Tome of Strahd, you said?
Yes, I would love to get my hands on that and to read it. I believe if I was to do so, I would be able to gleam into much of what makes the Devil Strahd a devil. He is probably the most powerful vampire that I've ever had the pleasure of hunting.
He puts his hand into the bag of holding to pull out the book. And sort of, without trying to show it to everyone, like, or I guess the bartender, mainly, he would say, "We need this back."
Of course.
If you find anything of use in it, please let us know.
Of course.
And he hands it over.
Alright, let me show everyone what this looks like. I'm pretty sure I showed it off already, but I shall show it again.
So I'd say Arrow's probably already read it on their way back. He would have been flicking through it.
The cursive is heavy and thick. There's many recounts there of, as you flick through, of battles past one and things that have happened here. However, as you hand it over, Henrikton starts to look it over with a raised eyebrow. Oh yes, this is very good. Very, very good. Leave it with me, Arrow, and I will find what I can and bring it to you.
That last pendant that you have,
Yes.
I think it would be useful in Bolo's hands.
Very well. You'll hand over the last pendant.
To
May it
Arrow?
serve you well. Yep.
Okay, cool.
The only one I have left is my own. Eek was asking for it. I would likely not hand it over.
That is fine. You... I'm lost what to say now. Does anybody else want anything, having a conversation and stuff at the moment, or with anyone else?
Well, would the...
Oh, Blinsky.
Yeah, I was going to say, would Reskin want to do something with Blinsky and the kids?
Yeah, do you want to give the toys to the kids?
I'm gonna wait till you guys try and cheer everyone up and fail it and be like, "Look, kids, he brought you toys," and then everyone's a bit happier. That was
Thanks, Pirate Santa.
Not gonna...
I brought you some booty.
And yeah, I do have something to do, but it'll be I'll wait until after that's all wrapped up, because mine will be removing myself from the scenes.
Okay. And then we'll go into level up.
Yep.
So Eek's gonna basically set down like I know it's yucky beer, but it's better than nothing. And just a plate of whatever food is cooking in front of him, and lead one hand to the beer and the other hand to the cutlery, and show him where the plate is. Just say,
Eat up. You must be starving.
I'm not hungry.
No, please.
No. I'm not hungry.
Well, it's there. The surprise. There's something better that I had for you. Marcus? Do you want to bring the kids over here?
Yes, because I'm the best with the kids.
You're the one that's with them.
Kids, come here.
They all look very reluctant to come over as they look at you, telling them, and calling them over. They look to the one that you've placed the food in front of with the voids for eyes.
Look, kids, it's Blinsky.
They look to one another, look back to Barkus, look to Blinsky without any eyes.
He scares us. Yeah, we don't want.
Just,
Wait there.
He's
just
going over.
Toys. You want some new toys?
They whisper among one another.
Just don't. We don't want to go back in the cage.
Okay, Eek's gonna go over there. And he's about the same. He's a bit shorter than the kids, honestly. So he's gonna look up and
Hey. So, you never have something really bad and scary happen to you guys?
Two of them reluctantly nod. The other one holds back meekly.
Something really bad and scary happened to Blinsky as well. You see, well, you guys are very skinny and you've got sores from the cages. Blinsky has no eyes from another evil thing. And we think that Blinsky can help you, and you can help Blinsky. We can make him feel better, and make you guys feel better. With toys. We've brought him some toy stuff, but you gotta tell him what you want, because he can't see it anymore. So you gotta help him. It'll make him feel a little better. Would you guys like to come over? You can sit on the other side of the table, and I'll stay with you.
Roll a persuasion check.
ooh, I haven't rolled a dice this session.
Good luck.
Thanks, I'm gonna need it.
You do have inspiration as a reminder.
Yes, I do have +3 to persuasion. That is a 19 unnatural. I'll stick with the 19.
Alright. They nod. They seem to slowly make their way over towards Blinsky, hesitantly.
He's
Waiting
gonna
for
pat the
him
chair
to-
for them to sit down.
Do anything hostile towards them. They sit down with their heads lowered.
Hang on a second. Oh, sorry, go Bolly, you do yours.
Bolo just goes, no. Watch. And he reaches over to Blinsky and just whispers in his ear, I'm going to take the spinning top. And he takes the spinning top from Blinsky, and as he sets it down on the table to spin it, can I cast Shillelagh on it?
Yep.
What?
Yep. Bolo goes, and spins it, and as it does, it begins to glow white, and these tiny little white flecks begin to drift off it as it spins.
Wonderment pierces the veil of despair as they watch the spin top with Shillelagh cast on it
Not that
do its thing. A couple of them chuckle, the other one just has a massive smile on their face.
As one of them starts chuckling, Bolo leans in and whispers, You hear laughter.
The bells jingle as Blinsky nods.
Hmm.
The small
You did that.
tug at the side of the right side of his mouth.
Gives him a pat on the shoulder, and now Bolo is equally entranced by the spinning top.
From the other side, Eek is kind of going to throw his arms around one of Blinsky's arms because that's all he can really manage and give him a big squeeze.
It's a cuddle. It's a hug. It's a hug.
Let's go.
He lets go. Hug. Sure love.
Whiskey
Sure love.
has been through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe physical contact
The
ain't the best idea,
children-
right?
Yeah, you know what? You want to tell it to Eek, who's hugged Barkus before?
The children
That's fair, actually.
see
Or he just got thrown out
see
the wind.
Blinsky screaming, and they are shocked and scared too. They squeal and push themselves back and away from the chair.
He's like, okay, don't hug Blinsky yet. I told you,
One of them is
he's just as scared
shaking.
as you guys are. He's just as scared.
Barkus,
He had bad things too.
Barkus will go up. Like, he's obviously not quiet. He'll go up next to Blinsky and sort of lean down to him like,
You look a mess. I'm gonna wrap something around your eyes so you stop scaring the kids.
and he'll from his traveler's clothes, he'll just sort of tear a strip and be like,
I'm gonna wrap this around your head now.
and he'll do it whether Blinsky screams or not is irrelevant. He's gonna do it anyway. Like,
You better get used to it.
as he says, as he sort of like finishes off the knot and gives it a bit of a
Barkus the kind. Amusing.
I'm such a sweetheart, aren't I?
Oh, yes.
I don't think so.
Eek, only hearing you say, I'm just a sweetheart, aren't I? He's gonna say,
No, I don't think so.
Well, one of us made him scream in fear and one of us helped. Wasn't that meant to be your job?
Didn't Aro say one of us smashed his face into a desk?
Hmm?
What?
Yeah, who was that?
Point. We're talking about now, not then. Stop living in the
Oh, you're a
past.
changed man, I see, okay. Tell the axe.
and Eek's gonna turn back to the spinning top.
I'm not done with you.
and Barks will walk over and sit at the bar.
This is fine.
The bar owner nods at you and gets your usual ready. Puts it in front of you.
I don't want your shit beer. Just give me water.
Okay, of course. Brings you water. Takes the beer back. Alright. Does anyone else want to interact with this one?
Arrow walks over to Bolo and puts out his hand with the pendant. This is for you.
What is...
How is it described to us again?
I have a picture
I
that I drew.
completely forget.
I don't know how well you can see this.
If I remember right, it was like leathery and had 3 glass vials on the front.
No, it's
But I could be wrong.
made out of fine metals.
Fine metals.
Yeah.
Very
Mother.
wizard and
Downplay
shit.
his things.
I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Pendant, but I don't remember.
The brooch. There we go. We can't see it.
No.
But
We
that's
can't
okay.
see it.
It will help
Sorry.
us along our journey.
We're hoping to make a go out of it soon. It's a brooch that has a sun and a moon on it with 3 hanging phylacteries. The brooch pin is where you place it on your clothing or wherever else you want to set it. But the pin comes out and you puncture it and then you place the blood in their phylactery, and it does what it needs to do. So
Bolo
very
just
pretty.
clips it to like straight center of the like sackcloth around his neck. Shiny.
Pretty.
And
Eek
then
clips his to just his shoulder, collarbone place.
I got one too.
turns to Blinsky. Blinsky, I have brought you some of your tools and some blank pieces of wood. And like puts the bag sort of in front of him and pushes towards his hands.
You can see him touch and take them in. There's some reassurance there. Thank you.
So, kids, what's your favorite toy?
he turns to the one on the far left.
No, I suppose Barkus puts them out.
You haven't interacted with that yet, so that's totally yours if you want to bring them out.
Oh, no, I meant like for Blinsky to make.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, sorry. Didn't mean to try to push the...
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
They all seem unsure.
Do you like the spinning top?
One of them nods. The others just watch you hesitantly, waiting for you to betray them, just like their parents did.
Dog.
I like dogs.
That's what the kids would like, not what you would like.
Oh.
Bolo also. Like horse.
Oh, I like horses. Yeah, kids.
Arrow shakes his head and sort of smiles, half smiles, and walks back over to Rudolph to sit down next to him.
Bird.
Bird?
Elephant. The one with the man. Bolo's just now listing animals that he thinks the kids might like. Probably gets lost and starts naming real weird ones, like jellyfish.
Axolotl.
I like axolotl.
Bolo goes to turn and be like, and then realizes what you mean and just goes,
Barkus turns
I
back.
hate this.
It was amazing.
Yes. How devilish of you, Marcus.
Yes, Ardana, that's the goal.
man, this axe will give you credit for anything. I try to get him a win that thing. Yeah, I am.
Amazing. All right.
How about we start with the spinning top? Blinsky?
I do not want to. I am tired. I have had so much happen.
You rest. I have bed in the room. I don't sleep. You take it.
They're very comfy.
He nods.
And tomorrow, kids, you guys and Blinsky can make some toys. I promise.
It's gonna come back to bite me.
Barkus will, like, I assume Barkus can still hear everything here. It's an empty tavern except for us, right? Yeah. Barkus turning around is like,
You're so good at helping, you can't even think ahead.
he's like, he'll turn around and be like, pull the toys out of his pack. Be like,
Who likes the spinning top?
It was that one in the middle.
he'll place it gently enough in front of it. Actually, who's the honey boy?
Please be the one.
You see him. You see Honey Boy right there.
Is he the one with the top?
Yeah.
Okay. He'll you're like,
You better appreciate this.
and you'll put it down like a little bit harder than necessary.
Walks forward and takes the spinning top. Walks back.
Blinsky made that.
And who's left? Are they male, female, or
Yeah, male, female.
He's like, to the I suppose the female would be like,
What about you, little girl? Not a little dolly.
it's sort of like,
What dystopia am I living in?
Eek wants to say, like, what if she wants the horse, but he is in shock and therefore cannot say anything.
You don't like dolls, you like horses. There's a horse.
it's sort of like, put the horse out for
She takes it.
and for the last one is like,
You like dolls?
Not
That's what you're getting. It's all you
What if they're called Blinsky?
Figurines.
It's not a doll, it's an action figure. Yeah, it's cool. Look at it.
Thank
Do
you.
this with it.
Thank you.
Kung Fu
Takes
grip.
it.
See how high you can make a jump.
And he's gonna try to get Barkus's attention and just.
Barkus,
What do you want?
I knew there was some good in you.
I'll be an axe in you soon enough if you don't watch yourself.
Looks like there's already one in you.
It's in my hand, you idiot.
I think
Sure.
Bolo's probably just gonna spend the rest of the night until the kids get tired and obviously need to sleep, just entertaining them, casting like little spells like making berries appear from his hands. Good berry.
He
Make
eats
like
them.
Well, god damn it. give one to Blinsk. Is one.
Blinsky, try
What?
this.
Blinsky's in the bed, right?
Bolo like forward grabs Eek's head, puts it real close, and just goes one.
One.
He takes two, and then hurriedly shoves one into his mouth and walks away.
But yeah, just casting good berry, making berries appear out of nowhere, and they taste like weird things, like tomato.
Snozberries.
Exactly. It tastes like snot. And casting like magic stone to make the stones whiz around his wrists, and he's gonna cast fairy fire as well. And when he does, he just kind of like closes his hands and rubs them together, and as he does, these really thin little streaks of light start to appear just all around. He's casting fairy fire on everyone. They failed the dex saves, I've decided. They're surprised. Yeah, these little flecks of light slowly elongate before they spread, and little wings kind of spread out from them, and you can see that actually Bolo seems to have just summoned a lot of fireflies that then cling to pretty much every object, while a few of them still just flit around. Magic.
Eek's going to go into Blinsky's room, knock, and say,
I brought you one little thing. Just to chew on, it might help you feel a lot better. Sorry to wake you. Eat it and go rest.
and he's going to put the good berry in his hand.
You'll feel better.
I will try.
Promise.
I cannot promise that I will eat it. I want to sleep.
Take a little bite.
No.
And then rest. Would it work to leave it on the nightstand?
I will try. Please leave me.
Eek places it on the nightstand, pulls the blankets up, kind of tucks Blinksky in a little bit, which is really hard considering he's 2 feet tall and the bed's probably like up to here on him, but he's trying really hard.
If he does eat it, it has the consistency of a blueberry but tastes like a macadamia.
That'd be odd.
Mealworm says like macadamia nuts.
And he's gonna go join Bolo in making fun things for the kids, and he's gonna cast Fog Cloud, but only on his and Bolo's feet, so it looks like Bolo is floating.
Do we want to do our level up stuff now?
All right.
Yeah, sorry.
A little bit left.
Yeah,
Unless-
mine kind of ties into what I needed to do. I just didn't want to rush
Sorry.
anyone. No,
Yeah,
that's
that's fine.
fine.
Go.
I didn't want to, I was glad you guys were doing your thing, and I didn't want to rush you.
Let's go ahead and just everyone tell me how you take your level. So what we're talking about here is we use the optional rule which enforces and sort of brings in downtime and costs for training. So they're training to get their levels. It's going to take 20 days and 40 gold. They have already taken their 40 gold, and they're just going to tell us what happens over the 20 days. What I'll say is this for the world: over the 20 days, Blinsky is a wreck. It takes him a while, but he becomes a little bit more functional as this goes on. The children as well, they have suffered a great terrible thing that's happened to them, and they are also inconsolable for a while. And even then, when they eventually start coming back to normality. It isn't full. They don't trust anyone. They're highly paranoid, and they're just waiting for you guys to, give them away or give up on them. But there are times of happiness every now and then. I will say this as well. You guys are over the 20 days. You are victims. No victims. You all feel these terrible nightmares. Each and every one of you has terrible nightmares over these 20 days that happen.
Sleep nerds.
Those that don't sleep aren't affected. So who is it? It's just Bolo.
One.
I think it's just what do you call it? Bolo that can avoid sleeping.
I know nothing of your plight.
I mean, you still have to meditate, don't you?
Yeah, but he's semi-conscious the entire time.
Eek will be complaining to Bolo about the nightmares, though.
And the nightmares are so terrible that you are wrecked by it. It starts to affect your physicality. It's a very terrible thing that is happening to you all. So what I will do is, the best way of doing this is to, I will divvy it up between the 4 people.
Just while you're describing this, I'll be right back. Sorry.
So what is everyone's current hit points?
Current?
71.
Okay.
Current or current max?
Current max.
67.
Alright. Everyone's maximum hit points are reduced by 20.
Holy shit. Oof. For how long?
I don't have to tell you that.
Okay, so it's like it is an indefinite thing then.
Yes.
Okay, that's more what I was.
God damn it!
Damn hags.
Terrible.
Is it hags or is it your patron?
I mean, could be both or neither. I don't know. That's the hags are my guess, but honestly, I'd be just as
Question, Josh.
Yes, you do try remove curse. You do try lesser restoration. These things don't seem to help.
Oh no, that's not what I was going to ask.
Sure.
It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Would Bahamut reach out to tell him that that Arrow has
All right. Do you want to do a quick dream sequence?
Yeah, if
We'll do that after
you want.
Austin's,
Yeah,
downtime.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we're going to end on what Van Richten found in the tome. All right.
Sweet.
So Austin, how do you level up over the 20 days?
Okay. Austin is going to be spending a lot of time in his room, and he is specifically kind of like after a couple of days, kind of like not really talking much unless spoken to, and kind of just thinking about it, will finally kind of decide to try something. He is going to lock his door, and he is going to for the first time actually attempt to properly talk to his passenger.
Okay. Let's do this.
Okay.
So he will kind of reach, like telepathically, but kind of inwards is the best way I can describe it.
All right.
And we'll just kind of...
Hello?
That's what you hear. And then you'll hear... Hello, Alston.
Who the fuck are you? Oh, pardon my language, there's a kid here, isn't there? Who are you? Strange feminine voice.
In a way, I am a mother to you and this young soul that you give passage to.
Oh, it's you. Okay, well, that makes sense, I guess. How long have you been here?
I'm the one that protects the soul.
Makes sense. Well, three's a crowd, I guess. So, obviously, the kid is scared.
The young soul has not had a chance to learn fear. It is young and pure.
He opens his mouth like he's about to sort of like say something, but then shuts it as he kind of remembers himself. And then,
Well then, I don't see any reason why we should sully that with this place. Tell me though, if he's a pure soul and doesn't know fear, what happens every time I let him out? Kind of just breaks things.
An unborn soul is a very powerful thing, for it may not know fear, rage, ecstasy. It does not mean that it is not held within. What you do is tap into unbridled emotion. In a way, you have invoked that unbridled emotion.
Right. Well, I know I said he should remain unsullied, but there are also things that everybody should experience. I'm sure you'd agree, Paladin.
I do, Warlock.
and he is going to reach past her to the spirit of the child, and is going to send it memories, and he is going to send it like whole memories purely of back when he was a gnome, before all of this happened. Memories of sort of growing up with his family, of when he was like sort of happy with all that sort of stuff. And if he can, he will also send memories of like the feeling of loss when he lost them and when he lost Gallows. But will also kind of like tack onto that some very recent ones that he doesn't really understand yet, but like kind of the feelings of sort of things like, you know, acceptance and like sort of growth, and is just going to try to kind of give the kid like, you know, an experience of like what it's like to, you know, to be happy and to exist in that way, but also the fact that, you know, he's not going to lie and tell the kid the world's a beautiful place, but he's going to show him that it kind of, you know, has a way of working itself out.
All right. Happiness. Thank you.
Don't thank me. This isn't something someone should be thanked for. Bringing you into this world is a cruel thing to do. But I also think it's the right thing. And apparently that's what I'm about now, so...
I will continue to allow you to use this soul, my child's soul. If you promise me one thing.
Huh?
Upon slaying the Devil's Strahd, I want to see my children again, unhindered, like the first night in Daggerford. I want my child. You can tell that she's referencing to the young soul.
Yeah.
To me, they're siblings.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know how I could even make you real enough to talk to them or to see them. But I can promise you I'll try.
Are they well? I tried to bring you to that place, but you pushed against me. No way I can into the madness that you were instead in.
Oh, agreed. They seemed well enough. Be glad I left when I did. If I hadn't, you know, madness is a fickle thing and things might have gotten messy.
And to a long and fruitful endeavor.
All these years I celebrated turning you, and now this shit. Fucking paladins. I hate your lot.
There's a smile in his voice, though. And with that, he will kind of pull out, and he can't sort of see it, but he can kind of feel that the sword in his scabbard has gotten lighter, and you would be able to see that the sword has regained a lot of it, where previously it had looked like a fine sword that had kind of been like sullied and scratched and left to rust and stained with blood. Most of those marks have cleaned up, and it looks like a well-maintained and actually fairly ostentatious, like a sword you would expect to see a holy person wielding.
I will also say this.
Oh.
Just for your consideration, because this is your packed weapon, and you can decide on whatever it looks like.
Yep.
However, Luana was of elven descent, and these are elven souls.
Oh, yes.
So you can work that into the flavor as much as you like.
Oh, actually, so part of the reason this sword looks the way it does is this is Lohana's sword that I've been carrying this whole time. It's just been left to disrepair.
Hells yeah.
And now that he's taken it as his packed weapon and properly kind of forged this bond, it looks renewed and like brand new again.
Dope. I love it. So good.
And with that, also, I took this without realizing how useful this was going to be, but I no longer have the ability to see in the dark. But instead, his sword's edge seems to shine a little bit sort of hold a straighter edge where it was previously nicked, because I took improved packed weapon instead.
Hells yeah. One question.
I still
do you
have
remember the
detect
father?
magic, but I
do you
don't know
remember
how
the
that
father's
works.
name? I
Oh, of
forget
course
now.
I do.
It
was
starts with
Alec.
A. Alec, yes. And there was young
Yeah.
Alec as well. Yes. For the life of me, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, it was Alec.
Tip
It
of my
was
tongue.
Big Alec, specifically.
Alston is like Alec and Alston. Okay.
Yeah, it was Big Alec.
There you go.
Yeah. But yes, so I have
Rip.
that. Yeah, I know. I do also technically have detect magic. I don't know how that will work, given that I can't see, but I guess we'll find out.
Dude, it is a hard line to toe, being permanently
Oh, definitely.
blinded. But I believe in you. I believe in you.
I was actually going to ask, in the case of me casting detect magic, would it just appear as like I can see kind of like the aura in
I think
black
we'll go
space,
with
but
that.
nothing else?
You
We'll just
perceive
get the
aura.
vibes.
Yeah,
So
I'll
I
say
can't
that
see I can't see what it is. I can just be like kind of there, that thing's evocation, whatever it is, or whatever.
You get the
Yep.
vibes.
We will go with that.
And that's my level.
So,
Hell yeah.
Aro.
And also, he will also sort of take after Asta, this time sort of not in a cruel way, and with no longer sort of having his madnesses, will do the same thing Varkas did, tearing a strip of cloth off of his clothes and tying it around his eyes to cover the sockets.
Hells yeah. And what about the other sockets? Are you just gonna be like one of those like anime, like covered in just like blindfolds all over your body?
He's a holy man.
So
Leave him
sick.
alone.
As for the rest of it, he will just kind of he'll take his like cloak that he's kind of been wearing, and now when he travels, instead of leaving it hanging open at the front to kind of, show everybody and scare everybody off, he will kind of hold it, like make sure he's kind of holding it closed, so it doesn't freak everybody out.
Hell's yeah. All right, so just for everyone, just to let everyone know, we're probably not going to be doing favorite moments tonight. We'll probably have to do it in the chat because we are running a bit late, but it's okay. We're just dealing with those tech goblins from before. All right.
Hey, Zach. You made some work for me.
Did I?
There's been a lot of physical changes this session.
Oh shit. That's true. But you know what? I would also be happy to take the old one, just because I was going to say that was like a big thing for a long time. I would still be really happy to have that. We can discuss. We can discuss.
Okay, so Arrow would most likely be sort of meditating, doing sort of, I guess, prayers as well. Reaching out to Bahamut, asking for him to watch over the children when he's not around, if he can. Just trying to sense the changes that have happened to him since being reborn as a platinum dragon. Like for when he was a blue dragonborn, he was, I guess, very out in the open with what he looked like, didn't care what other people thought. But now I feel like he'd be more reserved, not trying to use himself as being a platinum dragonborn to change the way people perceive him, because he wants to do good, just because it's the right thing to do, than to try and force people's hands off because of what he looks like. And I mean, going off this drawing that Kaplaf has drawn, I'm not against Arrow now having a tail because of what's happened. I think it sort of brings him closer to being a true dragon sort of thing. See, that's the wrong one.
No, that's right.
Is it?
Yep. You just called
It
you
sounds different.
No, it's the same.
Is it? Okay, sorry.
It's okay, don't be scared.
Bahamut.
Time of repenting is complete.
I don't think I'll put the armor back on. I do not need the armor to protect me. I am here to protect others. I will only use the shield as it has the symbol of yourself on it. I don't think... what is it that I am capable of now?
As you get used to your new body, you will find yourself with new powers. Take the time to experiment and get used to your new physical form.
I have a feeling that these pastries that were being made have the souls of children in them. And that is why people feel happy when they consume them.
Not souls. Bone meal and abyssal matter.
Are they useful for anything? Or should they just be destroyed?
Destroy them.
Very well. Alston. He lost his eyesight. Is there anything I can do to help him get it back? Or is it lost to him for good? The toy maker has also lost his eyes.
Defeat Strahd. Perhaps after then there may be something you can do. But for now, I barely have enough power to be able to commune with you now. It
Very
took
well.
much to transform you. And even now, I find myself challenged, made to maintain this commune. I must regather my strength. Understand this. As the last advice I can give you, you must reclaim the Silver Dragon Argynvost's skull and restore it to the top of his castle.
It shall be done. I'm assuming it would just fade away now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Your mind also realizes that by doing so, you remember him saying that he would be able to bless that skull if it was restored, and the sword would be given to you by the order of the Silver Dragon.
Cool.
All right, Barkus.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
This is my Barkus voice. No, sorry.
Barkus is suddenly like
Barkus, you've changed.
baseball announcer.
Okay, stop wasting time. Alright, so
His voice broke. Next.
Barkus is probably going to spend this time with Ben Richten, being a monster hunter, and I suppose asking Ben Richten to sort of help train him and maybe sort of share some skills between each other, and just general sort of sparring partners to hone both their skills. And I suppose make a scene out of it. So in like just sort of throughout the days while they're training, of course, they'll be talking. And Barkus will come up with
They all treat me like I'm the bad guy. My quest is noble. I try to do the right thing. They don't seem to understand it.
I have dealt with this problem before. Sometimes when you hunt monsters, you become a monster. You delve into the way they think. And there's this ambition that drives you towards terrible things.
I've done nothing so bad. Broken a nose, a little bit of violence, but all for the greater good.
Yes.
That wreck of a man, he wanted to die, so I tried to help him. He begged for it, but they did not allow it, and somehow I'm the bad guy.
Van Richten is going to look at you with a very serious look. Sweat still on his brow from the sparring match that you guys just completed. You can tell that he is getting up there in the years. You can feel the martial prowess of this individual, but the body betrays the experience that is held. Something that I've always struggled with is what comes after. Lestrade will be my greatest kill. He is far above any other vampire. But I don't think that I would ever stop. Tell me, Barkus, in your pursuit of these flayers, abusers of the mind, what comes next?
I've already promised myself out to help the others in various tasks in return for their help.
Companionship is a very important thing.
I'm not sure it's companionship. Contracts. I've given out everything. I've even sold my soul. All for power. All to achieve my goal. By any means necessary. If it means I have to help the pacifist bear find a boy, so be it. If I have to help Arrow be a goody two-shoes, whatever. If I have to help Alston do whatever Alston wants to do, it matters not. So long as that thing is dead.
Ends to a mean.
And that's it.
Very well. Then you must placate them. They will be more effective this way. Understand them, like you understand your weapon and your body. Adjust your various approaches to things.
Who can understand them? Especially the goblin. They act like they know what they're doing and they're being good. But they bring a man with no eyes in front of children who are already afraid. Who doesn't think to cover his eyes?
Then you must decide. Are they a boon or are they a hindrance?
They are aid.
Then if they are, then they must be worth the trade of being hindered by their ideals and bonds. When they become unuseful for your cause, and you must understand when they are and aren't. and move on. I will say this. If they misunderstand you as much as you misunderstand them, then I can see why there would be a abrasion there. Have you tried speaking to them like you are speaking to me now?
They've all heard my story. They know my goal. If that isn't enough for them to realize what I'm doing is right, and that any means necessary is justified, then I don't know what to tell them.
So then may I ask, do you intend to kill Strahd before you go after your quarry?
I've been putting much thought into that. If I aid them in defeating Strahd before hunting my quarry, then I gain their assistance, which is a boon. But if we fall in the face of Strahd, and this thing lives yet, who will take up the quest? Who will end this evil? At least Strahd's evil is maintained to this shithole town. That thing has sent agents out into the world. Its power spreads and grows throughout, whereas Strahd is maintained here.
Let me remind you of one thing. We're all stuck here. There is no leaving Barovia. Which means that whatever this thing you are hunting is, it is a prisoner like the rest of us.
What do you know of these things?
The children of the void.
Yes. Yes.
They are a cult. They specialize in eldritch research. They seek to bring the deep ones here from the far realms. Perhaps they have found some sort of power here in Barovia. Getting to Barovia is no easy task.
Sounds like despite come.
If they have managed to bring something here, they would need to get it out. Yes, this does not bode well. Have you managed to gather any more information from your huntings before coming to this place?
Have I, Josh? So what I had sort of Barker's backstory is before, like, each skull around his waist represents a cultist that he's found, essentially tortured for information, and then killed, and use that information to send him on his next step of the journey to find.
And I think that's how you found yourself in Daggerford, and how you found yourself here. Is following the trail.
Yeah.
I do think that you are reaching the end of it.
Okay.
And they do have various means of understanding cosmic beings, especially the one where your ritual, which caused you to lose control.
Alright, so to Van Richten then.
Each one of these,
Indicating the skulls around his waist.
is a cultist that I've found, persuaded to talk, and then claimed his head. And each one has led me another step on my journey. Each one getting me closer to more senior, more powerful members. That's how I ended up in Daggerford, and how I found myself here. I do believe I'm getting towards the end of my hunt.
What I don't make sense of is why they interrupted your ritual. What caused that? Have you managed to glean any more information from your hunt? From the various cultists that you've killed, or do you hope to find out more when you find the core of this cult?
I still don't have any good answers, but the one that interrupted my coming of age ritual, he said that he was going to leave me alive to spread the word of his power and his cult. I believe the reason they send people out to commit those atrocities is to gain followers and members, to get their hands on more resources, more test subjects, more money for their fell magics. Beyond that, I'm not sure.
He looks to the skulls, and you parade around their symbol on your belt as you wreak wrath across the realms.
When I reach the end, I'll burn them all in a pyre, one that the gods will see, that my ancestors will see in the heavens, and know that they've been that my ancestors will see in the heavens and know that justice has been done.
He takes out his water, starts to drink. I'll drink to that, and he offers it to you.
Barks will take it as like take a good swig.
Yeah, it's alcohol.
Is it better than the?
Oh yeah.
Barks will.
It's a good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, no, but here's the question. The real question is, I know that it's better, but that's a pretty low bar. So how good is it?
It's good.
I assume it's in a skin, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Barks will sort of take a swing and like,
I'm liking you more by the day.
take another swig and hand it back to him.
I have to ration it, of course. There's no more coming.
Better than the swill here 1,000 times over.
I agree. All right. Take your stance again.
Bacchus readies up.
All right. You guys continue to train.
Yeah, continue to train, and through his training, he takes another level in fighter and gets improved critical. So through his training with Van Richten, perhaps he's taught the finer points of combat instead of just swinging a big axe.
Yeah.
He's actually taught where weak points are and more effective places to hit to do more damage.
He quite literally teaches you to watch out for those, look for those openings for critical strikes, or feints and all that really cool stuff. So hell yeah, amazing, dope, love it. Bowler, how do you level up over the 20 days?
What is the tallest building in this town?
It would most probably be the Burgomaster's manor.
Yeah, we're chill there. Bolo is
Second.
Bolo is aware that we may at any point be attacked by hags or a giant pile of refuse coming out from the woods, or probably Strahd himself if he decides to grow a pair and throw hands with us, but maybe not, maybe just Lady Wachter instead. So Bolo decides that he is going to take watch. He is going to climb onto the roof of the Burgomeister's house and stay there. 4 days. He will be barely eating, not really interacting with people as he just looks out over the town, kind of beyond its walls and the fields and forests that are off in the distance, just scanning the area. Each time that night falls, he'd be able to see the owls and other hunting birds that come out at night, bats and stuff. They're not really birds, but you get the point. Be able to see them circling overhead, occasionally diving down to pick up an unfortunate rabbit or the such. And he starts to think to himself that it'd be a lot easier to keep watch over this town if he wasn't limited to the constructions of the civilization that he's in. Afterwards, he seems to sit still for a few more days. As he does, wrapped up in his cloak, his body begins to morph somewhat, his arms elongating, the wood on his mask growing and stretching out into a beak till maybe 10 days in, as the moon is rising. Bolo flicks open his coat and you can see that it has now become, instead of this cloak of leaves and twigs, colossal wings, the feathers resembling leaves, and the bones resembling small twigs that are sticking off. His beak his mask has now fully formed into a beak, as he has entirely taken the form of a very entish giant eagle. And as the moon starts to rise on that later day, he takes to the skies and continues his duties. However, no longer confined to the best that some builder in Vallaki could do. He is now bound by no one, not even gravity.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's it. He takes to the sky, sitting there not really doing anything for days to get resilient and upping his constitution score, but also I can now turn into flying creatures.
Rock and roll,
I
man.
love
I
level
completely
8.
forgot. I forgot to say what Arrow took, and that was dragon hide.
Hells yeah.
Hey.
Hence why he doesn't need to wear his armor anymore.
Hells yeah.
Smart.
Alright, I can do this pretty quick, I think.
Yep.
Eek is going to spend most of his time hanging out with Blinsky and the kids, trying to kind of crack that shell, be like, everything's going to be okay. I'm going to do my best to make sure of it. But at some point during it, he is going to sit himself down and really talk with his god.
Okay.
So he's going to kind of, probably one night, just as everyone's gone to bed, sit himself down in the tavern or in a separate room. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. I'll be one moment.
You are hereby banned from
We're
sneezing.
good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, I fixed it. You won't sneeze anymore.
I love you, but I will. But he is going to, sit himself down and just...
God, Dad.
Yes, my little thunderclap.
There's some weird things happening.
Oh? Like what?
They're making me kind of scared. I feel less strong, less healthy than I usually do.
Have you tried eating your vegetables, my little thunderclap? I know you don't like Brussels sprouts, but perhaps you should try them.
They said they don't even have milk here. But, I know. But, the Bolo man gave me this berry. And he said it was a very good berry. Said it was very good for me. But...
Did you eat it?
I ate like 5. He said only one, but I figured I'll be extra healthy.
Have you been sleeping well, my little thunderclap?
That's the thing. I didn't know if you knew. You're not in my dreams right now. Right now.
Oh no!
Have you been reaching out for them?
Of course, I try to tuck you in every night, my little thunderclap.
I thought you were on holidays.
Oh
okay,
no,
it's okay.
that's not till December.
Oh, okay.
We shall
okay.
have one more session.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's
Ah,
good.
that's meta. Ignore that.
Oh, I get to talk to you again. My dreams have been... Even my dreams are scary. And in Barovia, usually when I go to sleep, I feel comforted because I don't have to deal with all the scary things there. I've never had big nightmares, except that one about the squirrel.
Oh,
but...
that was a scary one, though.
Can't believe it was real. I still feel very bad.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep myself from laughing at that. That was a weird scene to describe.
But they've been scary. Beyond belief. Swirling vortexes of nothing and everything and color and no color, and I try to use my power, but I can't, and you're not there.
Very well, my little thunderclap. I tell you what. Every night before you go to bed, cast protection from good and evil, and perhaps that will help.
I'll try my best. That's a very good idea. I'll do that tonight. And if it works, you'll be there?
I will try. I do have that thing, but hopefully I will be able to finish it before you go to your slumber.
If you need help, let me know. I can help, I'm sure. Did you see how brave I was?
Yes.
The other day with Alston?
Yes!
And then with Blinsky?
Yes!
I feel really bad about punching Alston and using magic on Barkus, but I was really mad at Alston. I shouldn't have lost my temper.
It's okay to be angry.
But it's not
little
okay to lose your
thunderclap.
temper like that. You
No,
told me that.
I tried to teach you to use your words before you use your tempest.
But I do use that accidentally, don't I?
Yes.
No, it didn't go over my head.
I think I should apologize to Alston. He's
I
having
think
a hard
that's
time
a very
right now.
good idea.
Barkus threw me through a window, so I think that counts. I bounced.
You did?
Did you see? Didn't you see it?
No, I blinked. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I'll try to dream about it tonight instead of the bad things.
Okay.
See if you can see it again. I really did
Okay.
bounce.
And what are you going to do next time you lose your tempest?
Use my words.
Use your words.
Do you have anything I can... I use a lot of magic. I worry about running out of magic. I have this weird bow arrowy thing.
And Eek will very much gesture to his crossbow.
That is a crossbow.
Yeah, that one. Found it on the side of the road. Very cool.
Are you sure that wasn't someone else's crossbow?
No, they put it out on the side of the road. You know how when the council comes and picks up things?
Did you ask? Maybe they were moving.
I asked Alston. Oh, I asked Alston. I'm sure someone might come looking for it. It doesn't hurt people very much. Well, not people, monsters. Monsters, not people. Doesn't hurt them too much. Can I use your magic to help?
Try casting a spell known as Magic Weapon. Do you have that spell? You may not.
I have an idea.
And Eek's gonna think really, really, really hard to himself about what he can do. What can he do? Ooh, I wonder what I can do. And then he'll come up with a genius idea. That's where he takes Divine Strike, the 8th level cleric thing.
Oh, wow! I didn't know you could do that. You're so impressive!
Even my arrows will be allowed.
Yes!
Not the friend, though. He's very quiet.
I'm proud of you, my little thunderclap.
Thank you. And thank you for the extra help that you gave me with Austin.
You're very welcome.
I needed that boost.
And that's why he's got 2 more spells that he can prepare. And an extra spell slot.
And I feel more wise already with these new friends.
Good job.
ASI.
Thank you. I'm gonna cast that spell tonight and sleep. I really hope the bad dreams go away. I really hope. Good night.
Good night, my little thunderclap.
And he'll cast a
Sleep
spell.
tight. Don't let
He'll
the
cut-
bed bugs bite.
Oh, they're too small to eat me, right?
Oh, I hope not.
They're not gonna eat me. Okay. I trust you'll keep them away.
I will try. Cast protection from good and evil.
They're evil, right?
Bed bugs?
Yeah.
I would say so, though it's in their nature to bite.
Yeah, but St. Austin's as well, and it still wouldn't be very good.
You guys continue to talk about the morality of bed bugs and whether or not it's good or bad for them to bite into the night until you nod off.
Yeah, and he does cast protection from good and evil.
All right. You wake up in the morning and you find yourself still having lost that maximum HP, but you lose none no further. So, GG. That seemed to have worked. You didn't have any nightmares.
And Eek's gonna run downstairs in the morning and tell everyone about it. Probably while they're mid-conversation with our monster hunter man that we may go into right now.
All right. So it is coming up 12. So if you guys need to go, I can switch to the chat screen where I can read it and then I'll sign off, or I can read through this, and then we'll sign off. Does anyone need to go?
I can stay a little longer.
I'm okay.
I need to go, but I'm not going to miss this, so...
Okay. It's this, and then we're just signing off. We're doing favorite moments in Discord, so yeah, I'll probably just post mine straight away so I don't forget. Alright, cool.
Already done.
Let me read this. Alright, as you guys come, Fenric has summoned anyone that wants to listen to this. Said, I found something quite interesting. You guys will wait for him to start reading. I am... Sorry. I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was a warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god. But the war years and the killing years wore down my soul, as the wind wears stone into the sand. All goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and strength gone, and all I had left was death. My army settled in the valley of Barovia, and I took power over the people in the name of a just god, but with none of a god's grace or justice. I called my family, long unseated from their ancient thrones, and brought them here to settle in the castle Ravenloft. They came with my younger brother, Sergei. He was handsome and youthful, and I hated him for it. One moment. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others, a rare beauty who was called perfection, joy, and treasure. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine. I loved her with all my heart. I loved her for her youth. I loved her for her joy. But she spurned me. Old One was my name to her, elder and brother also. Her heart went to Sergei. They were betrothed. The date was set. With words she called me brother. But when I looked into her eyes, they reflected another name. Death. It was death of the aged that she saw in me. She loved her youth and enjoyed it. But I had squandered mine. The death she saw in me turned her from me. And so I came to hate death. My death. My hate is very strong. I would not be called death so soon. I made a pact with death. A pact of blood. And on the day of the wedding, I killed Sergei, my brother. My pact was sealed with his blood. I found Tatiana weeping in the garden east of the chapel. She fled me. She would not let me explain. And a great anger swelled within me. She had to understand the pact I made for her. I pushed her. Finally, in despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft, and I watched everything I ever wanted fall from my grasp forever. It was 1,000 feet through the mists. No trace of her was ever found. Not even I know her final fate. Arrows from the castle guards pierced me to my soul, but I did not die. Nor did I live. I became undead forever. I have studied much since then. Vampire is my new name. I still lust for life and youth, and I curse the living that took them from me. Even the sun is against me. It is the sun and its light that I fear most, but little else can harm me now. Even a stake through my heart does not kill me, though it holds me from movement. But that sword, that cursed sword that Sergei brought, I must dispose of that awful tool. I fear and hate it as much as the sun. I have often hunted for Tatiana. I have even felt her within my grasp, but she escapes me. She taunts me. She taunts me. What will it take to bend her love to me? I now reside far below Ravenloft. I live among the dead and sleep beneath very stones of this hollow castle of despair. I shall shut the walls from the stairs, that none may disturb me. All right. That's what he reads out.
I'm just gonna go ahead and
Thank you.
Well, I suppose that makes sense.
One of the few bits of information that was actually useful that I managed to gather the first time I was here was the name Tatiana. I didn't know what it meant, but, well, I guess it was important.
Arrow, are you after a sword? I've
I
heard
do
you talking
believe
about
it's
it.
the sword that we're after. Hopefully it's not too difficult to acquire, but I do believe that the only way to do that is to take the skull of Argynvost to the top of the castle.
Strahd's castle?
No, Argynvost.
Oh, good. I don't want to go there.
Well,
If I'm remembering right, we do have to go to Strahd's castle to get the skull, though, don't we?
yes, but
Didn't tell me that part.
hopefully our
Well then, sorry. Go ahead.
hopefully this creature that is willing to work with us has agents within his ranks. They boasted before about having eyes and ears everywhere. Perhaps they can help us.
Oh, that's clever.
You guys can just hear from behind you guys as Bolo has produced a knife from God knows where and is sharpening the end of his quarterstaff.
I think
Is that
they
for him?
probably want Strahd dead gone as much as us. I don't see why they wouldn't help.
Yes, good idea. Give another enemy more power. You're making perfect sense.
Wouldn't
Eek is
you rather
actually-
their lives than ours? If
Mhm.
eventually we are to dispose of them.
Tatiana. That is a name I haven't heard since I was wielded by another.
Hang on a sec, you're not making any sense anyway. What's that, Volkthalos? You know Tatiana.
Yes,
What do you know?
Isaac was obsessed with her. He would continue to say her name over and over while he coddled those dolls from Blinsky's.
No.
His name's Arena.
Yeah. Yeah, those the dolls are alright.
Yeah.
Well, if
We
we know
lost him.
if we know one thing about this realm, well, firstly, I'll just say I'm fairly certain if someone threw themselves off the walls of Castle Ravenloft, they died. But if there's one thing we know about this realm, people don't stay dead. Maybe it's her, but
I don't
back.
think Barkus has said anything to that effect yet. So only Volkthalos has
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's okay. We'll give him a chance to bring it out, and then we'll.
Theorizing out loud, my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Sorry.
That's right. Just keep on hold of that thought. I just need to let him lend you that. So he said that the dolls
it
were called Tatiana, but you know them by a different name.
we didn't buy it. Okay.
He
So,
was obsessed with them. He would have Blinsky make them over and over for him, with the pay of the burgomaster.
did he give any other information other than just cuddling them?
No, but listening to that story, and knowing how souls cannot escape the fogs of Barovia. Star-crossed lovers. How tragic. Maybe Isaac with Sergei.
Alright. So apparently, Isaac, the wretch who wielded this axe before me, used to be obsessed with those dolls. Like the one I gave that boy before.
You can see that he's trying to make it jump high.
I win.
Yeah, I appreciate that kid's hustle.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Like that one there. And it looks a lot like Irina. But apparently, it also, it looks a lot like, Irina.
So what was the name, sorry?
Tatiana.
Tatiana?
Oh, yes, Tatiana. Isaac was obsessed with her, with the dolls. He used to get Blinsky to make them over and over.
That Blinsky?
Yes, that Blinsky. He used to just color them. He suggests that perhaps Isaac might have the soul of Strahd's brother, and that Irina might have the soul of Tatiana, considering no souls can leave this place.
That would make sense. Especially given Strahd said in his diary that he never found the body.
People don't stay dead here.
No, they do not. And frankly, I'm getting kind of sick of it. So, a stake through the heart might not kill him, but it sounds like it'll lock him up for a little while, so I say we go put one through that paper chest.
And he's going to look at Bolo's sharpened stick, reach into his own backpack, and pull out an actual wooden stake. I have one of those.
Amazing.
I think we all do, don't we?
And
Alright.
he will go,
I'm pretty sure Arrow gave everyone one.
Oh yeah, you did.
and Eek will go,
I like yours better, Polo. Longer. Good for throwing.
And I think that that's a pretty good place to leave it for tonight's session.
mhm.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Ooh, long
unfortunately,
session.
no
It
favorite,
was good though.
no favorite moments tonight because we had tech goblins, which is unfortunate. But we're gonna
We'll be
post them in
posting
the
them
chat.
in Discord.
Yeah, if you have any that you want to post, just post in there and just try and give one for everyone because it sucks when you don't get a favorite moment. What favorite moments are is we just go around and we just compliment each other on things that we love that we brought to the session because it's gosh darn hard to dialogue or role play or story tell and or be creative in general, and we try to foster a very awesome uplifting community. So thank you very much. All right, so we're gonna find someone to raid just quickly and then we're gonna jump off. We'll catch you all in the Discord. Should we get a plug speed run from JP, because if you guys want to catch everyone from us, we definitely do that. What was that?
We missed the red cap recap as well.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. So all right, are you feeling up for it, JP?
Yeah, sure. You like
Get
homebrew?
it.
You goddamn right you do. You know how much you like homebrew? So much so that you're going to check out Zach's Twitch channel above his head at Renegade_Chicken. You like seeing some funky art of his funky characters? You're also goddamn right you go. You do. You have many interests. You're a very interesting person. But, you know, because you like art, you want to check it out, check out the Instagram above James's head. I was going to call him Caliber. But if you want to see some pictures of check out the Instagram above James's head at ShadowFox_8. Achille, however, is a figment of our imaginations. He's just a joint hallucination, but you know, you can join in on the hallucination by tuning in every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. AEST and hallucinate with us. You can see that you can see that amazing beard. You can just check that out. Look at it. Yeah. And if you like dots and lines, and by God, if you like an unholy amalgamation of the two, you can check out the Instagram above my head at hops_does_stuff. And if you want to see some adorable pictures of an adorable dog named Ivy, please check out Jess's Instagram at queen_binge. Also, join the Discord. There's a 2.
No, there's 2 underscores.
Ah, yeah, I said that.
There's 2.
And if you want to join the Discord, which you also do because, you know, you like being in Discord, sure, why don't you? We have everything that you can need for D&D. We have a place where you can talk about your characters. We have a place where you can show all your creative writing stuff, art, literature, the other things, the other forms of art, all of the forms of art. You know, we have a creative community and we like to foster this creative community. So if you want to get some creative feedback on your creative content, come join our creative community. You can also just talk because, you know, talking's good. You can listen to music. Music is pretty funky. And you can just keep up to date with all of our scheduling notifications because it's nice to be kept in the loop. Anyway, someone please plug the Discord. Lol jokes. I'll do it myself.
Hells yeah. And a massive thank you to our moderators that keep us safe and chat pumping along. Thanks for everyone that has joined in tonight. Let's quickly just do the credits as well because we